We're live.
No, basically, Pete, you just freeze up for 10 minutes. So Baz just like says, "Ah."
Dave does it. Done it last week, but I knew exactly.
To the Home Alone. Kevin!
Kevin the Carrot this year, and it's not Kevin, it's Kevin the Carrot. The new little. Go on then, Baz, do your intro. I'm not doing it this week. You can do it this week.
Well, intro, we didn't really have one.
Do you like sing a song now? Is that what? Do a little
Baz
tap
will
dance?
be, yeah, Baz does everything. He's crazy.
Hey,
I'm a
Keith.
Scotsman.
Because you're a Scotsman.
Yeah,
Scotsman
he's like Bruce who comes on, so he's like hype. Hey!
It's actually funny because a few years back, when my mum and dad was on holiday, they went to Inverness and they brought us all back these little haggis things. It's like a little plushie.
Oh, okay.
If you ever see Matt when he's got his little grizzler thing, it looks like something like that. But you think I can find it? I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to go through the forbidden room.
Ooh.
And see if I can actually find this show folk.
At first, I thought you said they brought you back a haggis, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's his normal intro. That's what he comes up with, an intro. Not like welcome to Dark Livestream, Dark Liking Livestream, or hello, welcome to another Thursday night chat with Scuba Pete down below. It's Dark Liking to the left, me to the right. 3 extra guests coming later and bits and pieces like that. But
I would just say, and
all he gets is like, hello, Si's running a bit late. The two other people are coming soon. The two brothers of the weirdness are coming, That's
what's up, Connor? Shadow Wiz? Peaky?
Okay, the devil, and it will appear.
Oh, God, a Christmas tree guy. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Christmas tree. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. Late night shopping. Oh, just got back.
That's all right. He was running
Baz
late.
hasn't done the intro yet, so don't worry. You missed absolute nothing. He's already talked about his big haggis ball.
Hey, Rick.
Well, when we were kids, we always got told for our parents is that haggis is actually roamed wild in our front garden.
Oh.
Well, he's turkey.
We always believed that when you got your haggis, that's where they went out at
That's where it
midnight
came from?
You had it for your breakfast on a Sunday morning.
All idea about
It was just running around the front yard
for years until you found out that thing doesn't exist.
Hey, Jared.
I'll just have a quick look at the chat before it goes mental.
Everybody's starting to file in.
Hey,
Baz is always 20 miles beyond the chat, don't worry. Jed?
Rory?
Get out.
Connor!
So you were physically out shopping, Si, or were you tickling?
Yeah, just got back.
Keys?
Yeah, it's
right
late night shopping on a Thursday, so the shops were open late. So I did a bit, and I looked at the time, and I thought, "Oh my God, it's 10 to 9." So I've rushed around like a yeah.
Hey, Rick.
It's been cold today, though, hasn't it? My God, it's been cold today.
It's lovely.
I don't know what it's like doing your way, man, but up here it's absolutely Baltic.
Same here. It's the Irish Sea, isn't it, blowing over? It's, what was it, -6 today? It's freezing.
Hey, Jared.
Is that your old age coming out, Si, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's definitely me. I'll tell you, as I'm getting older, I'm feeling it. But thanks for bringing that up. No problem.
You're probably the granddad of the group, ain't he?
I just turned 50.
47.
Grey haired next,
Back
So
in
technically,
my
the host
day,
of the
we
show
didn't
is amazing.
complain. We didn't complain about the weather.
I tell you, I went grey at 26. It's hereditary. My family, all my uncles and that went grey early. But by the time I was 26, so all my sides were grey. So I dyed my hair from the age of 20 to about 38 for years, and then I just gave it up. I thought there's no point doing it.
No more Grecian formula.
No, that was
The
it.
Elvis look. Hello,
The
ladies.
missus is here.
Yep. Everybody behave. Look casual.
Hey, is that Mrs. in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. If you swap Scuba Pete for the Mrs. Pete later, that could be interesting for an hour.
Yeah, she's still got a little bit of work left. I gotta get back to work. Yeah, I bet. Holiday travel.
Crazy.
It's this Scuba.
No, it's not all.
Hey, Rolando.
Did she enjoy the wedding?
No.
Had a blast. You know, we had some teary moments together. Our daughter and
What's the first dance song called then?
oh, the daddy daughter dance.
Or the bride and groom dance?
Yeah, they had their first, you know, which was like
What was
very.
the song?
I honestly can't remember. I was getting ready for. I was like putting my suit jacket back on, getting ready for the daddy daughter dance. You know, so I was like getting
What song was that then?
in the zone. That song was Jimmy Buffett's Little Miss Magic.
Yeah.
So I always, ever since she was born, I knew that would be what we danced to. And so when we were talking about songs, I told her that, and she was like, "Yep, that's the song, then." And so she and I were dancing, and you know, like you do when everybody in the entire, you know, 120 people all staring at you. You know, you're having a little conversation in there.
The eyeballs looking at you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little emotional, and we look over, and Leslie's just Niagara Falls, you know, watching us dance, and I'm like, "Get in here!" So the three of us finished that song, you know, as the trio of us. So that was good.
Oh, great, yeah.
Yep, pretty awesome. So got a son-in-law now. One day, all this will be his, and he knows it.
Apart from the flag.
Quickly then, Pete, over the last week then, you've got a son-in-law, a new cat, had a birthday,
Mm-hmm.
you've got yourself a new passport, you say you can travel the world for next year.
Yep. Yeah, it's getting it all done.
It's happening fast, isn't it?
I know, it's all right for so many.
Hey,
And he's only 47.
Scuba's still young.
I know.
I'm growing
He's the
older,
middle.
but not up.
There's two middles, one old and one younger. So there you go. Anyway,
He's
Baz,
youngest,
come on in.
is that you, Baz? Are you the youngest here?
He's like
I don't
18, aren't you? 18
I
and a
wish.
half.
I wish I was 18 again.
I'm probably
Baz
second.
is the youngest on the chat. So there you go. At the moment,
Baby Baz. Baby Baz.
yeah.
Baby Bez.
She's a
Look at
baby
his
boy girl. There
Look
you
at
go.
his little collector face.
Anyway,
So come on, Scuba. What you picked up this week, mate? Because it's your birthday. Let's the birthday boy go special. Go for
All
it.
right. Well,
was it
as
Baz's-
luck would have it, Mr. Whitehead is in the chat. And so since Anthony's here, I'm going to show you what he surprised me with, or at least some. So first up, check that out. Oh, yeah. One
That's
of my obviously favorite Bond movies of all time, with that big scuba fight scene that they do.
Great art cover that though as well, Pete.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It was at the bottom under. I'm gonna move this. A giant stack of Action Force Weekly comics from the UK.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
as well.
and I mean it was like a 2-inch stack that he got me. So this was weekly comics that started coming out in 87, and so it's when G.I. Joe transitioned into Action Force during the whole Hasbro merger with Palitoy and all that. But that one's cool because it's got a little cardboard slide that came with it, and it's still attached. So that is wicked. And then I picked this because it's got the moray on the cover. I mean, look at that artwork.
That's a great cover, yeah.
Yeah, in Venice.
He shoots through was the hardest.
In Venice.
In Venice.
See, over here, I think he shoots through was the hardest because 1 and 2 came together.
That's right. Yeah, I've got 1 and 2.
And then the issue 3 was that hard that even some of the big collectors missed it. It was unbelievable.
Huh. Well, he also sent me a pile of, because he likes to have a good rummage. So he found all kinds of scuba diver figures. Just sent me a pile of them. So I just grabbed one because these are cool. Like my little scuba shelf is going to blossom.
What are they Fisher Price?
That one's not. I couldn't even find a mold mark or anything on it or a coup. So I'm going to have to dig further, which is fun. I love looking up that stuff.
Yeah.
But he hid these 2 Motu comics in the bottom.
Oh,
yeah. Very cool. And I grabbed this as well because he knows I'm getting into Mask. And so a little Miles Mayhem figure. Ooh.
Nice.
And I've actually got a spare helmet for him. But yeah, this goes to the Jeep. And a lot of times it's missing out of the Jeep. So next time I find the Jeep and it doesn't have the sled, I'm grabbing it.
I suppose for parts you're looking for as well with Mask, Luke Reynolds has really be the best man to talk to, isn't it? He manages to find all sorts for Mask, doesn't he, Luke?
He's like cranking out some serious Mask content. And then, there were, like I said, there were tons of other figures that Anthony sent me. This is a birthday surprise from another friend, Mr. Carol from Ireland, aka Dragon Reborn, and it is Palatoy's Mail Away Skeletron figure. Let me turn off the. There we go. Maybe it'll be less reflective. Dang it! There we go.
That's it.
There we go. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think that's 84.
Yeah,
that you can mail away for him. Yeah, but I didn't have one, and he knew it, and he sent this teeny tiny box, and I'm like, "What's in here?" And I was like, and he sent me a lovely note saying happy birthday. And then I made a few birthday purchases
myself
from Gary Atkinson.
That's nice. That.
Yeah. This is like 85. Yeah. And I got it because it's just the box, which is in great shape. But I got it because I love the shark. That was one of my favorite G.I. Joe vehicles. I still have my original over there on the shelf. So just to get the Action Force Palatoy box for it, very cool. And then
plus you've got the Action Man as well, which is one of the first releases as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, that side. There we go. Yep.
Action Man Action Force was one of the first releases.
Yeah.
Right,
totally digging it. And then I also bought a Z-Force Minesweeper from him. Doesn't have the mine detector, but I'll pick that up, in a job lot or something. Yeah. So, yeah. That's a pretty good sampling of birthday surprises and birthday purchases. The big 50.
Don't look it over 25, sunshine.
Oh, you're lovely.
You tell when he gets old, when he walks down the aisle, as the last dance and all the rest of it, he tells when you get old.
The next day I was like, why does my knee hurt? And I was like, oh yeah, I danced.
So other than the Christmas tree, you got anything new?
I have this week, actually. Talking about Luke Reynolds, I met up with Luke Reynolds and his girlfriend Rachel, and I met up with DTM and Helen, and we went to York for the day. Saturday, we went to the Christmas markets. There wasn't much at the Christmas markets and stuff. It's just like candles and things like that as well.
Normal yucky stuff.
You didn't get any candles?
You should.
DTM did get me this. This is my first page puncher. This is a present off DTM and Helen. And I've not got any of the page punches yet. So that was my first one of them, which is pretty cool.
That is way cool.
And then I went into the Entertainer and I found this for 20 quid, which I thought was a bargain because I still haven't got the Batwing.
There you go.
So I'm not going to start collecting superpowers, but I got the Batman and I wanted this Batwing. So I thought that was a bargain. Yeah. And then the best bargain was I got this Marvel Legends Cyclops. £6 bargain.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what I picked up this week.
Now that's
What was
the
the
way to
Batman
collect
figure again, Pete? Sorry.
Sorry.
What was the first one again?
The first one was the Batman DC Page Puncher. You know the McFarlane new ones that come in with the comic books.
Yeah.
This was off Dave and Helen. So thanks very much for that. It's my first one.
That's so cool. You got to hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, a lovely couple, both of them, yeah.
No toys on your Christmas tree either.
Well, that's for there for Christmas, aren't they? All wrapped up. Well, for Christmas.
I thought there'd be at least a toy decoration of something on Batman hanging up.
So, Batman called the tree.
Yeah.
No.
Right then. Do you want me to go first? Or do you want to go?
No, you go.
Ooh.
Oh,
Lego figures.
Oh, nice.
24 weird figures.
It's Detty.
Hey, Miss Teddy. Matthew.
The girly ones.
Ian.
Which one was that one?
There's 24.
What was that last one then from?
There's like the knockoff ones as well in here, Perpy Honest. There's like
Hey, Pinky.
knockies off ones.
Are they like the Friends ones? Lego Friends?
No,
Yeah,
they're like
that's
knockoff ones. They're completely no Lego. It's Lego, but it's knockoff Lego.
I've got you.
Like,
Knockoff Lego.
like you like the workman. He's like his face is like Joker.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I'm building things that will break.
Like it's weird ones like that. It's a bit of both in there, and then basically I got the Vulture.
Excellent.
Goodness.
It was a charity shop find. And then a knockoff Mr. T.
I pity the fool.
That is great. I love it.
Bad.
He can hang out with my knockoff Rambo.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
How you doing?
I wasn't going to come on tonight, but I thought, do you know what? I might as well.
The peer pressure is immense, isn't it? You will. Come on.
Well, the original plan was for me to come on anyway because Dave's back, Sizer, you're on.
No, it's not me this time, but
but
I don't know why the guy in the white t-shirt really wants you. He must.
I love Chris. He's brilliant. Brilliant. While you've been away, he's kept this show going while you've been away. While you've been on your jellies around the USA, this young lad here has been on the go, keeping it going for you, keeping people here.
Slaving away every Thursday.
I did my best. I did my best. But no, I had some bad news on Monday, and I've kind of just been a bit out of it since.
Well, it's good to hang out with friends.
Yeah. Oh, to be honest, I haven't socialized with anybody since Monday night. I've kind of just stuck to myself for a couple of days. But
yeah. Well, now I'm really glad you joined us.
I went back to work today as well, so.
He's changed his camera, changed his bedroom round. He's got no paintwork.
Yeah, you guys have seen a different angle now.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, "Are you in another room? Where are
no,
you?"
Same room. Because if I just tilt my camera up.
Oh, okay.
There's the Megazord.
Give me a room tour, so I didn't. I recognised it. I watched your room tour.
Yeah. Changed everything round. So where I'm sat now is where my Lego originally was. And where I used to sit is where my Lego is now because I had two overhead lights.
Tyler.
And it lights up the Lego perfectly now. So
excellent.
But I can sit here and I've now got I've got 3 PC monitors and 1 big flat screen TV on the wall. And I've hooked the flat screen up to my computer. So when I'm editing on a big screen now.
Fancy
that's
dancing.
the way you do it.
Hey. Gotta live life in luxury.
It's like I see him building Lego, hacking a computer, editing a video, like all at the same time.
Well, I've actually got the stream up on my big TV now, so I'm seeing two lots of everything right now. But
I'm not being funny. You two would be left with that now. That humor Pew's put the Chuckle Brothers. That's you two stuck with that. The Chuckle Brothers. That is brilliant. To me, to you, to me. Oh, brilliant.
So, Chris, do you have anything to show off before?
Yeah, I got one thing. People who obviously subscribe to me might have already seen it in a short, but I got the green Tommy retro morphing figure.
Nice.
So I showed that off in a short yesterday.
Is that wave one? Chris, is that wave 1 or wave 2?
This is wave.
Who's on the back?
Wave 2, I believe.
Who's on the back? Is it different pink?
Yeah, it's wave 2.
Yeah, wave 2. Dude. Thanks, Dad.
I've got wave 1 as well now. So all I'm missing now is White Ranger Tommy.
Yeah.
As soon as I get him, and
big
I'll be
and buff
getting,
they are.
I'm gonna get the retro morphing Ninja as well because he's cast in the retro morphing line. And what I've been doing is I've been pinning them up on my wall, so they're staying in the packaging, and I'm just putting a little pin through the cardboard, trying not to damage the cardboard too much. But yeah, I quite like them in the packaging.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not usually an inbox collector, but they look better in the packaging.
Yeah, I do the same. I pick and choose.
Yeah. Well, I've got one half of my Lightning collection next to me here, and then the other half is literally just next to my desk there. So like, I've got my collection here, there, and everywhere now. But I like how I've now got everything set up. It took me about 5 hours to move everything out of the room in order to move it all around and rewire my PC. Get the Lego all set back up. Like, it took me 5 hours, and the cable management on my PC is probably just as bad as what it was before I moved it. And I'm really tempted to hire somebody to come in and do it for me. I can't do cable
management. Probably walk out with a load of toys under the arm, so no.
I'll happily pay for someone to come and sort my cable management out for me.
Just before you show yours off, Baz, I thought I'd show these off since Pinky's come on.
Oh, it's the reaction. It's the Gold Megazord and Gold Dragonzord. They're pretty nice. They're pretty cool.
Huh. That's a Super 7. Get out of town.
Yeah.
Hasbro Super 7. Do a Paramorphicon exclusive, some bits and pieces.
Okay.
So I thought
I don't like. They're cool and everything. I just don't like the color scheme.
It's black and gold. It's one of the things that you love.
Yeah, because they did actually release a full Megazord that was black and gold, as well as a Titanus, I believe.
Yeah,
and
they did the full set. Bandai did the full set, and Hasbro done just the Megazord at the moment, which is.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the color scheme, but they do look cool.
What's up, Jonathan?
Shut your eyes, Jonathan. Super 7's on. Shut your eyes.
Before I get into my ones, there's a few bits I want to show at Scuba that I picked up for a charity shop.
Ooh.
So I did get a bag.
Oh, charity shop bag. Very rare. Vintage. Not even yellowed. Oh, you got the SAS diver. Yeah.
Bonus, he comes with flip flops.
Yep, he's got his flippers, and that SAS logo is in minty shape, my friend.
Old school.
Yes. Squad leader. Oh, that's so good.
It's the third one I've got.
Mouton.
This one's actually in better condition than the two that I've actually got. Couldn't believe how good these actually look. I've got
Z-Force. Oh, yeah.
There's a little bit of paint wear, but I find if I see these, I just pick them up.
Yeah. Oh,
That is a fine Baz.
excellent.
This one was a bit of a bonus because he just a bit come with.
There you go, Q-Force diver, and he's even got his
actually
gear.
missing. Waiting wise.
Yeah, he's complete. That's awesome.
You come with
Q-Force radio, sonar. Man, you scored.
Bargain Baz at it again.
Yeah, the hits just keep coming.
It was actually this guy that I see in the bag. That's why I wanted him because
I pity the fool who doesn't shop charity shops.
And another bonus was one of the bad guys.
Yeah, you never see those. And he's got his little backpack. Hello.
But to me, the best find, and hopefully you know who this is. I thought it was a G.I. Joe at the beginning, but then I found out it's not.
Holy shit.
Is it Palatoy from Steeler?
Yeah, Steeler with the Z-Force tank. Oh my gosh, what a find.
Well, I don't know if that's his hat, but this was... Oh, I've just dropped it.
Crunch.
I'll find it later. It's went underneath the tail. But he come with like a cap, but I believe he comes with like a helmet.
It's a helmet with a little visor that pops down.
Nice.
Sorry?
Biker's hat. Like a green hat.
Yeah.
That's sorry, there's a hat there that was in the bag, so
That's a Z-Force hat. Yep.
I've showed you that a few times, but I knew when you come on Scuba, I said I know how you love your action.
Oh yeah. That is awesome. Excellent finds, my friend.
And I found this little guy at a charity shop.
He killed him.
Killed him.
Grogu go boom.
It's actually quite cool for what it actually is, man. It's decent enough head stuff in these.
And the fact he's got his pram. And it was a charity shop.
Yeah, I went to TK Maxx and found this guy.
Keep back.
Nice.
Yeah, they were selling them for $12.99, so it was like, I'm having him.
Insecticon.
And then I finally found these. These are now starting to show up in the UK.
Yeah, the Mirrorverses, yeah.
So I got that one.
I have not seen those.
I got Baloo. But I got...
Scuba, they're in TK Walmart in boxes, not cards.
Okay.
But I got a spare Baloo because I'm going to open one up. But but I got another free container for this because it was damaged.
Nice.
Nice figures then.
Hi, Nick.
What's up, players?
Nick! You beautiful man.
Bye, Nick.
Hey, you even more beautiful man. Hello, everyone. You all right?
Then Entertainer had these reduced again, so I picked up this today.
I recognise that from somewhere.
Dude.
A certain YouTuber called the Peaky Arrow picked that up a while back.
I just thought it was something from Ann Summers.
Baz, can I just ask you how much the cheapest I've seen that so far at was 30 quid. It was
Entertainer, I've got them down to 20 quid now, so that's where I picked it up.
Yeah, I think I picked mine up for about 20 quid.
The Entertainer. Let's have a look online, yeah.
20 quid. I mean,
I tell you what, it's really cool. Like, it's a really cool transformer, but my God, is it hard to transform?
And I got two of these as well. One's going to get left, one's going to get carded, and one's going to get on to put to the display.
Excellent.
I saw you post on Instagram about them.
Yeah, but the Entertainer's got these down to 5 quid.
That's mad, isn't it? Yeah.
5 quid.
So I picked up
well, makes it work.
I have one
Hell yeah.
carded to go with the other carded ones I've got. I'm going to want to open up.
Baz, is the other one unpunched as well?
Yep, both of them are. B&M's has got these in, so I picked up Optimus.
You're very true, Connor. I'm struggling with technology.
I'm not even too sure how you pronounce his name, but I've started to get back into the Transformers again. It's probably one of my worst things to do. And then we had a new shop open up today in my local town, and they were selling these.
Hey, Chris.
Nice.
Ultraman.
That looks like an Ultraman fake. It looks like an Ultraman fake Lego set.
So I picked up the full set.
Baz, can you do me a favour?
Flicks, I loved it.
Neat.
Nice. Baz, can you do me a favour, man?
What's that?
Next time you're in town, pick up that whole set and I will send you the money and the postage. I love Ultraman.
So I got the whole. There's 6 in a wave.
I didn't know that, Nick.
I will show you.
Aha! Many secrets about
I got
me,
one for the
Mr.
wee boy,
Pete.
but he went and left it here. So I'll show you the one that we actually put together. So that's what that's what they're like.
Oh, he's
Pretty
awesome.
cool, because
Yeah, that's really cool.
you could easily buy the sets and use those figures into what me and Chav and Parent just found are doing and making our own like Lego City.
Mm-hmm.
Because all right, yeah, they're fake Lego, but they will work with normal Lego
fits right
sets. Yeah. Because a lot of fake Lego is made to be used with the actual brand.
Yeah, I ended up going back to B&M's and picking this up.
Oh, you did get it in the end.
Yeah, but now as soon as I posted that B&M's has got it, everybody's been saying that the one special ones themselves have now got Bebop and Rocksteady. So I'm going on the hunt on this weekend to see if I can find Bebop and Rocksteady.
I was looking at them on Amazon literally yesterday.
Think about 15 quid, Nick.
Yeah, I think that's what they were on. I think that's what they were on Amazon.
Oh.
Found this for me, and I know I'm kind of glad Chris is on because Chris will really like this. It's one of his favourite characters.
What, Barbie girl?
No.
Fucking Lego Bunny! Yes! Hubba hubba!
She says, I know how you like your Wonder Woman, so she says, that'll go nice with your little collection of Wonder Woman. It's like, oh, bro. But now I'm going to have to look for another set for you, Chris.
Hubba hubba Lego Bunny. Oh. No, I'm not a fairy, but Lego Bunny. She's.
No, you don't sound like one, no. You don't sound nothing like one at all, no, nothing.
That's great.
Have a bit of Lego Bunny.
Baz, do you want to catch up with the chat before Nick shows you any of his glorious stuff off?
I'm not even too sure.
Nick showing us his glorious stuff.
Yeah, he's got glorious stuff, he has.
Oh,
We just got plastic.
Well, look at the time.
I thought that was on a different kind of live stream.
Huh?
Oh no, that's my OnlyFans, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. APD goes wild even. Yeah, check it out, OnlyFans. It's only 99p a month.
Not all.
And there's a money back guarantee for those who are disappointed. So far, I'm in minus £64.
Hey, so far, I think I'm the only one who hasn't claimed that money back guarantee then.
Oh my God, so it's you. It's you who keeps liking everything.
It is. We weren't going to be Miss Detty now, was it?
No, God no. She'd faint. Oh God, see, I've known Detty for years. It's just what's like that'd be like one of my sisters looking at stuff. That'd be weird.
No.
Nothing.
Speaking of the devil, it's fine. I'll take Miss Detty off your hands, Nick.
Oh,
Mate, she'd flipping well eat you alive, son. You
I don't know about him. He's got some stories to tell him, and that Peaky Arrow. His motorway dogging stories.
Horror stories, yeah.
You know, whereas I can navigate the country by pubs, Peaky can navigate it by lay-bys, can't he? That's why Connor found a half-used pack of Trojans in a charity shop, isn't it? They were peakies.
Yeah, I was nearby and I didn't need them anymore. I was on my way back from a lay-by. I was like, a charity shop can have them. I don't need the rest of them.
Oh, baby, he likes it raw. Well, someone does. Strap up, kids. Yeah, I've only had one pickup recently, and it's not an STI like Peaky. It's an actual thing.
Yeah, all of it.
I don't know if you've seen that, but Connor says, "Did you forget your cushion for your chair?"
No, I've just got my camera angled at a different way.
He actually killed it. He was
One
up
day-
perfectly.
one day he'll grow
Somebody
up.
asked about his room early, and he hasn't put it back down. So don't worry. There you go. He's just showing off his new room earlier. His new view. His
My
5
God,
hour view.
if people saw Peaky and Miss Detty walking down the street, they'd follow him because they think they were casting for more Ewoks in the next Star Wars film. Jesus.
Return to Endor.
At least we got live Ewok now.
I'd
So.
happily star in a film with Miss Detty, just not the kind of film you're thinking of.
Oh my God. I actually
look at
can't
the
say
time.
I can't say the comment I was going to say because I just don't want to. Can't say
Don't
that.
do it. Don't do it.
It's only Baz's live stream, don't worry. So come on, Nick, what you got then? What's this one special toy you got then?
It's not really a toy. Bear with me 1 second. I did get a toy the other day, but I got a vintage Obi-Wan Kenobi, complete with cape and lightsaber. Few of you have seen this already, but I got to go get it. Bear with me.
Small or big lightsaber?
That's what she said.
It's not really rich or small, is he?
What's he diving behind the sofa?
Yeah.
Even smaller. How the fuck does that happen?
I blew my toy budget. I blew my toy budget to bits.
Oh,
Look how big he's getting.
Yeah, I know, man. Look at how vicious the little prick is. He's biting my finger to pieces.
That's the same as our new one. She's like, "Arr," all the time.
So yeah, sorry guys, no toy pickups because I spent all my toy money on a twat that just chews everything, claws and destroys stuff.
Look at the little fur ball.
I also got a cat as well, so. But no, literally, no. My only pickup's Obi-Wan, but he's unfortunately in that cupboard there. But I can't get it out because my missus has put the Christmas
lightsaber or normal lightsaber.
That is really painful, Billy.
He's like, that's for putting me on camera.
Oh my goodness.
Nick's now bleeding.
Yes,
Nurse.
that was. By the way, I didn't slap him then. I went to knock his paws away, but he's like literally, he's rabid, mate. Look at this. Look at this. This is nuts. This is what Peaky's like on a dogging mission, just rampant. I hope you don't bite like this, Peaky. I know some people like it, but I don't enjoy
it. Listen, sometimes you gotta go rough.
Oh, well, yeah, I wish Billy didn't go. As I say there, if you saw my handle out, I didn't slap my cat. I was literally defending my finger, which is now bleeding. Don't get cats, kids.
Anyway, Nick, is it a long telescopic lightsaber or normal version?
Oh, it's not a telescopic one, mate. I think Jesus, I'd be quids in if I got a telescopic, wouldn't I?
Short version.
That would be awesome. Does it still have the little actual tip to it? Or is it broken off?
Yes, still had the tip, perfect condition. Cape had no splits in it.
Easy, Peaky, easy.
You sure it's not the new reissue of Palitoy, the Hasbro one?
Miss Detty,
100% sure.
Miss Detty, I'll show you my teeth later on.
Palitoy, Hasbro, or Kenner.
It's Kenner. I bought it from a proper dealer. It had all the proper coup and everything. I can't remember what it is. I know enough about me Star Wars. You can
Steady for the win.
Oh dear, touche. Now you see, unfortunately for Detty, she's just started a war now. So if we're going to go there, Detty, I mean, I can be horrible back.
Oh, you leave Miss Detty.
Hey, Christian. What kind of show is this?
Did you hear that? Peaky's defending your honour, Daddy. He's defending your honour. It's that
No,
late,
I don't know
isn't it?
about you boys, but I've got this funny feeling that I think Pete Carroll's got a thing for Miss Day. I like his lines. I keep getting this wind. It's like somebody's fallen in love here. I think that's what's happening.
Imagine if we had a YouTube toy community marriage. We could all plan the wedding together, and Peaky could build the thing they stand under out of Lego and use his sponsored lights. It'd be a proper co-promotion, wouldn't it?
Oh, what you mean? My sponsor of the channel, Game of Bricks.
Yeah, you'd have. Daddy could walk down the aisle, and sometimes you see boxers in the ring when on their backs they'll have a sponsorship paint on the back. So you'd have an open back dress with Game of Bricks on it, and his ghost stands under the nice light thing, and then you could drive off in your modified hatchback, and go on a dogging campaign around the country for your honeymoon. It'd be amazing.
Cat campaign. Must be cat. Come on, Nick, get it right. Must be cat.
I tell you what, though, going off what you said,
it sounds like Nick really wants me and Miss Detty to get married. He's thought this through.
I mean, the thing is, Peaky, I'd have to give you away because no one's given Detty away. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Actually, that sounds like a compliment to Detty. You know when you say something that you think is going to be insulting to someone, it actually sounds nice.
Before it gets wet. Oh my God.
So Peaky, like, how would you woo a woman on a date? Then I'm not talking in the back of.
I don't know because I've never been on one. So
this is the dating game.
I have got a £5 off when you spend £20 at Nando's card. I will post it to you. Take a Nando's, mate. You're in.
Mate, I've never been on a date, so I wouldn't know how to woo one.
Holy shit.
Next.
All you need to do is take a time bargain to where you work, and that's all you need to do.
Getting Chris is a big
No,
deal.
so Chris, if you've never been on a date then with anyone, so say like Miss Detty says, all right then, yeah, I'll go on a date with you, Peaky, no problem. Where are you going?
I don't know. I'll probably take her like some nice restaurant or something. I don't know.
Good job. Yep, that's a good start. Maybe
Nando's.
slide by the Lego store.
Not Nando's. Nando's is somewhere where the 16-year-olds hang out.
At least it's not McDonald's.
Not the drive.
I love it, mate. I've been with my missus nearly 20 years, and she loves a good Nando's. She loves it.
That's the question.
Get some hot under the collar before you get them home. All that spice. The problem is when you take a woman home who's eating a load of spicy food and you spend the night with them, Peaky, the thing is you get to find out the next day that they're not magical mythical creatures and they do make smells.
It is.
So then after that, then so you go to a nice restaurant, and what would you've got to make a date of this, Peaky. You can't just
that's 2 hours later. Then what?
I don't know, like go for a nice walk and nice evening walk.
Quite romantic, it's quite romantic. I like it.
Hey, I've seen rom-coms.
Wrong.
The thing is, Detty is really short, so you couldn't take her on too long of a walk because she'd be worn out in 5 minutes.
That's right. I can give her a piggyback.
All you need to do, Pig, is basically just show your special room. That's all you need to do.
Show her the toy collection.
Yeah, that's it.
Please give me some advice here. Look, Cafe Rouge. There you are.
I like Matthew's comment. There we go. It's like 6 pence. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Take her.
This
I'll just we'll watch one of your live streams, PGM.
Yeah,
that's a PGM
show,
mate. Sorry, guys, I'm going to stop everyone here. I'm going to give Peaky a little bit of life advice. Never try and woo a girl by saying, "Let's stay in and watch my friend's live stream." That's not how you do it.
That works all the time. Sorry, Nick, that works all the time, mate. Trust me, that is the best chat-up line ever.
This time of the season, it's the Hallmark romantic Christmas movies. That's what you say you want to watch.
Yeah.
What kind of toy collection are we?
Basically, you just got your big collection up. No one can match it.
Stay night, Billy, you little bugger.
Ian, no one needs to know the kind of toy collection.
I was going to say, depends who it is, Nick.
It's better than a Christmas tree that blinks, you know.
So basically, what Betty's saying is that she wouldn't want to stay in for any of your live streams, Nick. That's what she was saying.
To be fair, I've watched my live streams back, and I if there was a gun nearby, I'd have shot myself if I was someone just watching as a general populace. I'm not going to lie. I've got about as much charisma as a half-empty jar of Marmite that's been out of date for 3 months. I mean, who do you want to watch me for?
Does Marmite go out of date?
I don't think you can tell it goes bad.
It goes all crystallized and lumpy, doesn't it?
It's yeast.
Nick, what if the live stream is Henry Cavill? Well, I mean, is taking someone home to watch a live stream like the YouTube generation's version of Netflix and chill now? Have we evolved beyond that even?
No, it's Amazon Prime and Dine.
But what are they
Dine and Prime?
What are people dining on, Peaky? That's the question.
What I order on Amazon Prime. You can get.
I don't want to see your Amazon Prime.
We will educate you, Peaky. We will educate you. She's not wrong. Thing is, I have to drag people on because literally it's my I wouldn't watch me. Just I'd unsubscribe from me just from watching me on here alone. You watch, I'm going to come off the stream. I'm going to have lost all 3 of my subscribers. It's going to be devastating.
So I'll stay subscribed, Nick. Don't worry.
As long as you don't stop paying into my OnlyFans, because you know I've got to pay off some debt.
We will get that minus 60 odd quid into the positives if I keep paying.
For how many months?
Well, it's going to have to be like 60 months, isn't it?
Well, 64 quid to quite a few months.
60.
So Amazon sells edible.
Oh, that's good to know. Cheers, Jonathan. Cheers. That's good to know. I'll have to get some in for the dogging session.
Youngsters class. Amazon. Oh my goodness.
You see, like you're lucky, Peaky, because when I met my missus, I had to properly I met her and stuff, and I had to actually speak to her. But in this day and age, you can go on the internet, spark up a romance. It didn't exist when I was a nipper, mate, and it makes me sound really old.
Court her in person.
If I was I am surprised that my missus even likes me. So the first time I met my missus, this is absolutely true. We were in my friend's garden in the village just down the road from here, and he was having a bit of a house party because his parents were away. I had a joint in this hand and a bottle of beer in this hand because I was an uber cool, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, whatever I was. Anyway, puffing away, and I joke, this is for my homies. Poured some beer on the ground. Some of the beer hit a rabbit. My missus goes mental because she's an animal lover. And I turn around and say, oh, F off, I don't even know who you are. Go away. Anyway, so that's the first introduction of me and my missus. Then later that night, we go to the village pub and there's karaoke on. And she comes up to me and starts talking. She's got a tattoo on her back of a heartagram from a band called Him. And I said to her, do you actually like the band Him, or are you one of those dickheads who just follows Band Margera? And she's like, I like the band Him. I was like, all right. And then she spent the rest of the night running back and forth to the TV watching Speedway. I thought, well, nothing's going to happen here. And about 3 months later, she texts me. Well, sorry, she gets her friend to text me to say, my friend thinks you're cute. Would you like to go on a date with her? And I'm like, which one? There was a few girls that weekend.
There you go.
The one that loves rabbits.
And now we have been married for the best part of 16 years and been together 18. So yeah, it's been a wild ride. And she's put up with me.
38 if anyone's doing the maths in the chat. So there you go.
Not enough.
Bang on. So that's my boring story.
I need to ask, is your missus then into Action Man, James Bond, cats, the live action cats, or anything else?
No, my missus isn't into any of the toys I collect. She's got flipping good taste in music. She's got really good musical taste. One of her favorite hobbies is anything Rocky Horror Show related. She loves all that. She dresses up as a fantastic Magenta. I must tell you, it's always a treat.
So if we have her on next year's Halloween special.
Sorry, say that again.
Can she come on live next year's Halloween special then?
She won't come on, mate. She walked past that door once when I was a stream without realising, and now she flipping runs whenever she thinks I've got. She's you're not live, are you?
So what's the difference?
Yeah, but Magenta, you can still. The thing is, my missus is. When she dresses up as Magenta, she just looks like, because she looks like the actress who played Magenta, because she's got that really, she's got what I call proper tight curl hair. You know, I mean, it's no bad thing having a missus that looks like Magenta from Rocky Horror Show. I'm going to say I am punching above my weight, to be fair, but she won't come on cam, man. That ain't going to happen in a month for Sundays. She did say though, she loves building Legos. She did say she wouldn't mind going on Lego studs, but only her hands and her building Lego. So you could all talk to her on Rum Show, but she won't come on cam.
Oh, still, that would be cool.
So technically, Baz does a Lego build one special Thursday night. You can come on then.
Yeah, you want to see her dainty, girly hands. She's got typical long, girly, delicate hands. So she'll be all
by me. Any suggestions,
hey, she likes Lego. She's aces in my book.
The main reason she likes Lego is because my Litlin collects that Kobe stuff, you know, that real cool military type knockoff Lego. As much as my nipper likes it, he builds it for about 2 minutes. Gives up that Sai sent Jackson a Lego car. It's awesome. It's on his display shelf now. Jackson did 1 or 2 bits. He just wants the reward at the end. He's impatient. But Carla built that, and I said to her, you should have went on Lego for that. So maybe I might buy her some Lego for Christmas. Because true story, I brought my wife for Christmas a Hoover.
Oh no.
But that went down really well.
It doesn't matter how long you've been married. Never, ever, ever do that.
Do you know what? Actually, she said to me, I would really like a handheld Hoover, because the thing is, we're that age now where buying presents for each other is difficult. Because if there's something you want to buy through the year, if you got the money, you just sort of buy as you go along, don't you? And she said, I'd really like a Hoover, and she was after one of these little shit rubbish handheld things. So you know, Black Friday comes and they put this really posh like Shark Hoover on Black Friday, and it arrived, and I said, Happy Christmas. She loves it. So it's all right if they ask for it.
I think I have a way for this to be a win-win for you, Nick.
That could be taken out of context.
If you dress up like Frankenfurter and are using the vacuum when she comes home, that could be very good for you.
The problem is, I have got pictures of me dressed as Frankenfurter because I have attended Rocky Horror Show several times.
Nice.
But the problem is, if you thought Freddie Mercury looked bad dressed in drag using a Hoover, you should see me. I'm horrifying.
Oh, you haven't
I don't want to see
in
it,
drag.
but I'm just saying the missus would
imagine
be like, that is hot.
Imagine kidnapping an orangutan from Monkey World and forcing it into stockings and fishnets and giving it a Hoover, because that's exactly what it looks like.
Oh,
I mean, Jesus Christ. It's like when I take my top off, you know, when you get a chicken and it's all tightly packed with elastic, when you cut the elastic, it goes, bleh. That's what happens when I take my t-shirt off. So it's not that attractive for everyone watching.
Crazy. You got any suggestions, Si?
For what?
Any suggestions or anything else?
No, not really.
For
no.
Pinky.
Oh, for Pinky's. Oh,
yes, for
no.
Pinky's dating life.
I think he's covered it quite well, really, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
Dinner,
nice
romantic
restaurant,
walk.
romantic walk. It might not be my route, but well done, Pinky.
Stroll the prom.
Stroll the
Actually,
Blackpool. See the tower.
Yeah.
Pinky, Detty is really into vintage Barbies, so you could woo. She loves Rapunzel Barbie. If you bought her a Rapunzel Barbie, you could probably buy her affection, which is, it's not real affection, but what's real these days? We live in a world of virtual insanity, to quote Jamiroquai.
I'm going to ask then, how did you know she's into that sort of stuff then?
How do I know she's into vintage Barbie? She did the 90s live stream with me the other week.
Yeah.
I just like the way Nick comes on just to prostitute her out for vintage Barbies.
But I mean, that's sort of the same question as saying, how do I know Scuba Pete's into Action Force? Because he's told us. We know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What Nick is now going to realise is that I'm actually talking to Miss Detty in DMs right now.
Look at him wording up. Look at him. He's a right player, isn't he? Look at him wording up.
He slid right on in, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I keep on sliding into her DMs.
Get rid of him, Baz. Just take him off the stream, Baz. Just nuke him.
Nick, he has got 4 screens. He has got 4 TVs in front of him, so he's got.
I've got 4 screens in front of me, and I've got my phone here as well. So
there you go.
If anything, I'll get my 2 laptops out, and I'll have even more screens.
To be honest with you,
out Daddy. Oh, no.
Buying woman dolls works because my missus. Do you remember the Bratz line when it first came out?
Yep.
My missus was into the gothic line of like Bratz because my missus used to be a bit of a rock chick and she was all the sexy ass tight leather trousers and shit. I don't know why I was attracted to her. No idea at all. And
you better hope she's not listening in the next room. You'll be getting slapped when you go out.
Your fist.
It was actually a compliment, Baz, but yeah, so she actually in our loft, she's got 6 or 7, like I guess they'd be classed vintage now because we've had them for about 8, like Bratz dolls. She's mad for them. I used to like
quite well because I did a black
18 years or something.
Yeah, about that.
The black bottle, like
Christian, the first present you give with a little sleeping brush and just.
Well, and everybody wants the Bratz cars now for your 6-inch figures.
Is it?
Yeah.
Haven't we got? Is it Laser Pants? We've got to thank for that.
Yes. Yeah, he keeps running the commercial. I was watching a little loose but complete.
There you go, Nick. Gift idea for Miss Detty. She wants batteries instead.
Well, then get her actually, I don't know if she give her address the way you're talking. She might be scared, but you could get her to set up a PO box, and you could like Amazon. If she sets up a wish list, what you could do each month, you could like buy something on her wish list, couldn't you?
But then the question you need to ask Mr. Chris is his toy budget or a girl toy budget more important to him?
I mean, with my new job, I can afford both.
He is a player. This guy is a pit. He is down. But I reckon, my dad and my mum, frying pan with us, she hit him with it. Now, you see, I always laugh when people go, oh, you didn't buy your missus an appliance. The thing is, as you say, when you get older, you do get to that point at Christmas where, like, you've bought all your toys and stuff you want for the year. So you actually go, what do we want? Oh, we want a new bed this year. So you go and do something daft, like you treat yourself to a new bed or you upgrade the shower room, because that's what happens when you get older.
Yep. Yeah, or
real
life hits you in the nuts and you have to buy a set of tires for the car and you're like, oh, there's $1,200.
Yep. Was it given? Or the new Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber short version. Yeah.
Say again, Dave.
Or new Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber short version.
You were saying about those Obi-Wan Kenobi and those extendable lightsabers that are ultra rare. To be honest with you,
yeah.
I mean, this would piss off most of the repro community, but I couldn't care less because they can do one. But I would personally just go and buy one of Stan Solo. It's like people going, fair play to you. If you got the money, I don't knock anyone if you got the money. So, but I wouldn't spend $2,000 on a vinyl cape Jawa. I'd just go and buy one of the Stan Solo ones and put the cape on mine. I wouldn't ever. People, those who are in the know.
Chris, it's exactly the same material he uses anyway.
That's what I did with my, because I had a vinyl cape Jawa I still have him. I had it as a kid. The vinyl cape ripped. I threw it away. I think I've told this story several places. But then he came out with those, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting one of it. Like, I got the one out of the actual material or whatever, and it looks spot on. And he's got his cape again. And I paid, I don't know, what, $22.
Pete, you're using exactly the same material as Palitoy. You bought the whole molds and everything else off Palitoy and all the stuff.
Well, if you look at that, sorry, wasn't mean to talk over there. If you look at that Indiana Jones Marion doll he's just reproduced.
Oh, it's
I was chatting to Michael French and he did a video on it, but he showed me on a call. I was like, so how close is the lace? And he's like, dude, it's exact.
Spot on. Yep. I've got her
like
loose
that new
and
mini rig he's done. Have you seen the new mini rig he's done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
I know it's based in the film, so at least you could paint it in the film. So
the thing is, like, and not to turn this into conversation about Reaper, but I don't buy toys because I want to sell them, sort of thing. I'm a hoarder by nature, and to be fair with you, like my mate, I like him. He's a top guy. If anyone watches GQ Jedi, I really like him. Like he said in his video the other day, and we were chatting in DMs back and forth.
Right,
Do your homework.
I got another guest in the back.
Don't get fooled.
Knock either Nick or Chris off just to bring
Knock
Shabby
me in the backstage.
Yeah, he's messaging with me anyway.
He's cool chatting, don't worry.
Now you made him big. Look at it. Zoom in. Extreme Baz close-up. Shabby! Boom.
Are you sure you want to be in this chat? Because this has been a very...
Wait a minute. That's weird. So Shabby appeared, but Side disappeared.
Yeah.
Are there really twins?
Right, what's been going on? What's been taught? What's been said? Miss Daisy.
First half hour is toys. The second half hour has been chatted up Peaky and Miss Betty in the chat for a date.
They're like the new Kylie and Jason, aren't they? They're like the new Kylie and Jason.
Yeah. That's it.
Yep, just trying to give him some advice.
You missed somebody's cat down below. You missed his short lightsaber Jedi.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, you missed my cat literally making my finger bleed. My new kitten biting me like a little bastard, but it's all good.
Guys just disappeared. He'll be back in a couple of minutes. Other than that, chap, you got anything new?
I got loads of parcels this week, but I haven't opened. I'm going to make a big Christmas video, so.
Nice.
Nice.
So, Nick, what's it like between two little brothers?
What's it like?
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be the filling in the middle of the sandwich, mate. It's cool by me.
The hot dog in the middle of the two buns.
Exactly. And you can be the sauce and onions down the middle, mate. Yeah.
Great, perfect.
God, I've not had sauce down my buns in ages, so that'd be
On that note, I'm grabbing a beer. I'll be right back.
Grab a scotch. Treat yourself.
No, what's going on really? Is Peaky in love? Is he all loved up?
In love is an understatement. I mean, he's literally slid in.
Technically, when Peaky and Miss Betty in the chat are on, Nick jumps on and just like stirs the pot.
Poor Chris, man. Poor Chris. Well, she's attractive, I suppose, Chris. Yeah, I don't blame you.
But Chris admitted in public that he subscribes to my OnlyFans, so he's got varied taste. Pete, cheers. He can't hear, can he?
Look at my ears back on. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Who's in the chat? We've got Smuggler's here, Ian's here, Chris is here, Miss Detty's here.
Ronaldo's here.
As Detty just said, I feel like Nick is not my competition for Peaky. No, Peaky's mine, Daddy. If you want him, you're going to have to wrestle him from my cold, dead hands.
Composition.
Peaky.
Nick, are you going to Echo Base Live next year? It's into Star Wars.
Sorry?
Are you going to Echo Base Live in Redditch next February?
I am indeed. I was there last time with Si. Si has seen me quite inebriated.
Are you the next one then?
Yeah, I've got my room booked. I've got my roommate. Hopefully this time we get separate beds. But it doesn't matter. I was that drunk. I just fell straight asleep.
Spooning while he was stroking your hair.
Yeah,
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
Hey, Pete, this is an absolute true story. I fell asleep after we'd finished having our evening meal and drinks at Echo, and I woke up with a swollen throat, which turned into a throat infection.
Oh,
I'm not saying anything happened, but I did share a bed with my best mate, Pete. So. I'll leave that one there to linger.
What happens at Echo stays at Echo.
Are you guys back on tomorrow night with the boys?
We're back on tomorrow, yeah. World Cup's finished. Well, except for Sunday, innit? So, yeah, we're back on tomorrow.
Last 2 matches, that's it.
And then we're going to do a Christmas stream on the 23rd. So we are going to do that now because we're a woman and hour in. But it's 23rd, so we're fine. It's 2 days before Christmas.
What time are you doing on the 21st, Shab? Because I'm thinking about doing one on the Friday as well.
Normal time. We'll just do ours 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. Yeah, we'll just do ours normal. But everyone's welcome. So we're going to have an open mic night. So everyone can come in now for the past year and say Merry Christmas.
I was going to message you in a couple of days just to double check because I remember you saying something about you were doing a Christmas special, but I couldn't remember exactly if it was this week coming, like Friday, tomorrow, or if it was the following week.
Following week, because tomorrow we got 2 really good guests on tomorrow. So.
Because I'm going to do one at 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get Shanti and Josh and all that back on again because it was fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
As we're all plugging Christmas things, I've got a Christmas stream on the 21st with Mr. Manga Fandanga there, whichever side he is, Miss Detty, Kim Gonick, and there might be a couple of other people pop in, but it's not confirmed yet. So that's sorry to shamelessly promote myself on your channel, Baz, but all are welcome.
That YouTube channel, non-fans only.
No, it's going to be simulcast on both.
Which is what, yours and size?
Action Pop Dad and my OnlyFans profile.
Special guest Lady Gaga sings your holiday favorites.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
You say next Tuesday?
Yes, if that's the 21st at 9 o'clock. Yep. And there's going to be another quiz on there because Miss Detty got beat last time by Michael French, and this time she's fighting for her honour.
I was just going to say the 21st is Wednesday because that's when the kids break off.
Are you going to make one of the categories Barbie?
I haven't picked the questions yet, but I mean, if you saw my last stream, I mean, some of the answers that we got some were fantastic. Poor Spy here, I watched it back, and do you know what? If I hadn't have been mean and I'd have just given him a point because he got so close on the bonus question, they could have all been a winner. They could have all drawn. But I was being a bit mean that night. So it's Christmas. So I'm going to be a lot more generous.
You're about Humbug Scrooge Garden. Sweet. Okay. So we're going to be straight. Next Wednesday, you got your stream on Action Pop Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Next Friday, 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, you got an open live on USR Shabby's channel.
Boom, boom.
Next Friday night, you've also got Baz's 10 till 12 with 2 special guests. I might be doing a special live stream next Thursday for NNE Toy Fair.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We've got a Toy Fair coming up the week after, so that'll be the special one for that. Scuba Pete, you got anything special coming up next week?
We will be dropping our second holiday special from Chasing 80s Toys. Yep, that's coming. Yep.
Sci-Fi, anything special coming?
Yes, Chris says there on Sunday, on this Sunday coming on the 18th on the Shabby Geek channel. Me and Chris will be doing What Batman Made Us show. So it's just a 2-hour show. We've got some guests coming on. Just everything Batman for the 2 hours.
Talking about Batman.
But also, there'll be a giveaway, and there'll be 10 giveaways of different people's artworks, which we'll show on the show. But there's only 10 chances of winning them. So I'm looking at some of that artwork.
That's cool.
Giveaway.
Talking about Batman, 1991 Batman page thingamajig.
Ooh.
The old Michael Keaton.
I like how you just
put into a page.
Like at David's house, you just say a toy subject, and he's like, "Yep, Bink, here you go."
It's like at Daddy's house when you mention an adult toy, she's like, "Bink, yeah."
Well, talking about Batman, still need to say thanks for Guy for sending up the arms. I love this guy, man.
Oh, have you got it finished off now? Did you get it finished? That's cool for you, that, isn't it?
I just now need to make space on the shelf so I can actually put them there properly.
Yeah, because it's massive.
I didn't realise how tall he actually was, to be honest.
Some of them multi-figures, they can come at some size. Do you know what I mean? Some of them are really big. I'm just mean the normal ones, like they can come at like that. Lobo was a big figure, I thought.
Because you like that line side, don't you?
I do and I don't. It's actually Mark that collects that line. I've only got the Batman and
you worked the Batwing, didn't you?
Yeah, that was it. But, it's Mark that actually collects them. You've got quite a few, haven't you, Shabs?
Yeah, I've got all of them. Got all the figures so far. Have you seen who's coming though? Wonder Woman's coming, Deathstroke's coming, and who was the other one? I can't remember.
Hopefully they're a Joker and a Harley Quinn. I'm really hoping.
No, all coming. Yeah, apparently because everyone thought this was just going to be a 6-figure run, but it's not. They're going to carry it on.
Keep
so
going.
They can do.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and what they're doing as well is on the artwork on the actual card backs is all different artists. So they're taking it from the comics. So that's how they've changed it different from the original superpowers. That's why they put the Batman Who Laughs in it, and I think the Wonder Woman's got a different costume from '77, which is in the comic books, that kind of thing. So they're taking each comic book artist and putting them on the card backs, which is I think is really cool.
That is very cool. I have to pick up the Wonder Woman.
Sorry. How well do they blend with the original superpowers?
Really well. I mean, they blend perfect because I'm
just a little taller, right?
We're talking fractions, if that. So, I mean, the only reason I got into them is because Scuba got me the original superpowers Batmobile, and I have a Robin for it. And I thought, well, I'll get a Batman to go with this. So I'm asking around for the Batman. Oh, it'll cost you about $20-30, Shabs. And I said, oh, great, that's the cape. And no, with the cape about $100. When you can get to France, I ain't paying $100 for a figure. So as I'm talking, they came out. So I thought, I'll just buy the Batman. So I bought the Batman. Then I thought, no, I like these. So I bought them all. But they're all more or less, they're exactly the same size. There's no difference in them, really.
On the original ones, Shabby, aren't they 5 inches for the original, and the new ones are 6 inches?
No, they're about 5 inches, just roughly about. So that's the Batman Who Laughs one. The only big one is the Dark Side, obviously. But no, they're more or less exactly the same size as the superpowers. There's not much difference.
See, I'm home. Then I've got the Dark Side for the Entertainer over here. They've got the Batman and the Superman and him, so I'm hoping they get the other ones because I really want the Laughing Joker.
Yeah,
the Batman
sure just on a slight delay.
The Flash is the one that's hard over here, Pat, and I found it straight away. But apparently, the Flash is really hard to get hold of.
Hey,
I've got a once I know we're chatting superpowers now, and what I'm about to bring up is that's been out for a while, but it came up in the 90s stream we did the other week. Obviously, there's quite a trend at the moment of reissuing toys, or be it retro collections or continuing vintage lines. So I was on Amazon just the other day, yesterday I believe, and I've had a real bee in my bonnet recently about getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again, because I was big into that, huge into that. Now I know they've been out for bloody ages now, awesome, but I found on Amazon because I've got Prime as well, so I ain't got to pay postage. I found for $14.50 each the reissues of the original Playmates toys. Do any of you guys have them, and are they worth getting, or should I just hunt the vintage down?
Ask Reynolds, because Reynolds bought them. But I went to the Walmart here, and they had the new party wagon and the figures, and they are good. It's the same as the Star Wars replicas. There's a little, you can see that it's a difference, but off eye. I mean, they're exactly the same.
Because
everyone likes them over here.
What I don't want to do is
they're exactly the same figures, but the new ones are slightly coloured, slightly different, so you can tell the difference.
A bit more vibrant.
Oh, so
you're exactly right.
So, from my point of view, someone who just wants to put them on a shelf and look and go, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The new ones.
It depends on how big you were into them.
The colour's different. They're exactly the same.
Because I was a massive teenage. I was a massive fan. So for me, if I was going out to buy them because just for a nostalgia thing, I'd buy the new ones simply because they're going to be 10 times cheaper. Do you know? And they're more or less exactly the same
complete.
Thing. And complete. Just depends how much you're into them. You know, if you really loved them as a kid, get the vintage.
This is the thing. Even with this, I mean, APD's first video was about starting the Star Wars run this year, if you recall, with Luke Reynolds. I've done well this year, and I must in January I will do an update on that, how far I got.
Oh, awesome!
But the thing is, I am terrible for if I get not worried about repro parts or whatever. Don't give it. We've had this discussion, but I am terrible for if I get a toy, I want it complete. Even though like the original Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, they did come with a lot of crappy accessories that you never really use. But this is why I think I want them. So it's sort of two options. Do I buy do I buy these and just display them, or do I buy these, steal their bloody accessories off of them and put them on a vintage toy, or do I just go, oh, you've got them, that's what you wanted,
the new, because it always comes down to money, Nick. The new turtle figures are $12.99, roughly $9.99 to 15 quid. You're looking at vintage hard heads. You're looking at anything £25 complete. If you want the first run of them, the soft heads, you're looking at 70 quid.
Now, my turtles I had as a kid were soft head.
The soft heads were the first release by, and if you want to go one step further than that, we had Bandai in the UK, and Playmates was America. So, and we had Hero, which is a ninja. So it all depends how far you want to take it.
That's the only thing, because I'll take them out the pack.
Yeah, one of my nice things is like that one.
How are you guys for Shabbos? You know, I like my stuff open. I like to be able to see it, move it, display it. I get why people want stuff carded. I get it 100%.
Both. That's good.
I agree with Pete. Both.
It really just depends on what it is. I mean, I'm looking at some carded Star Wars figures, vintage. I've got carded TVC figures upstairs, but I mean, I've got a shite ton loose. You know, that's the bulk of my, because I like to display them in vignettes.
I've got so many Action Force SAS figures because I'm not a focus collector, but let's face it, you can't have enough SAS figures. But I did see one on eBay the other day, and well, I think it's still there. And I am umming and ahhing getting one carded one of the basic soldier because sometimes But for me, if I have it on card, I almost want an open example as well, you know? Oh, I did see Baz's bag of swag, and I did see that he's got the tank driver. I've got the tank, he's got the driver. If Barry moves in with me, we can form
an alliance. I mean, the SAS logos on all of those that he has are ridiculously good shape.
Yeah, I've got one complete SAS guy.
When I actually got home and I taken them out the bag to see what condition they were in, I was like, some of them look like they've just been taken out the card.
Yeah, there's not a nick on them. Nick.
It's not that. We're going to have to do a
noise from all directions
with the Action Force at some point, kind of thing, because I need to look at all the rest of my Action Force stuff.
What I love about Action Force is, other than the odd figure, and you've got one in there that will cost a small fortune, that tank driver, all the O-ring ones cost a fortune, but you do get lucky finds. We've all had lucky finds. But what I like about Action Force is, I think I said it on a stream the other week with you, Pete, didn't I? And someone's like, what can I collect? And I said, Action Force, because you can go into it. You can go in as deep as you want. You can go in on a budget and get build a real nice army. Or you can focus yourself and pick up a decent figure each month. So that's, I don't know about you guys, but when I collect, if there's a bit of a budget going on, so with the Star Wars thing, I've tried to buy one figure a month and complete it. because I mean, a video I've got in the works at the moment, it's not going to be out for a while, it's going to be called "Is the Chase Better Than the Catch?" Because interestingly enough, I was chatting to someone today and I said, I've got all the action men I wanted. I see him, he's fantastic.
Storm Shadow.
But that's a bit of a change of subject here, but anyone else felt that you've sort of got to the point? Has anyone sort of, you've been collecting a line and then you finish it, or you get to where you want and you're like,
you can never complete a line, Nick, ever. You'll never ever complete a certain line ever.
Some lines you can't complete, absolutely, but do you not feel like, so with Action Man, it's pointless. It is pointless trying to go out there and collect everything.
I don't know if you guys or anybody in the chat remembers these, but I'm now on the hunt for these.
Space
so
Princess.
I was at Shepton.
Oh, Space
Are you really properly on the hunt for those? Because there's a seller at the Shepton Mallet Toy Fair where I normally meet with Dave, and they've always got a table full of those on card, and they're not that expensive.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That ranks up with my.
If there's any you want, let me know.
I got these at the boot sale. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? But the guy
Jesus Christ, what Scottish boot sales? What is it with Scottish boot sales and charity shops? Like English boot sales and charity shops are shite. But like Scottish ones, you like literally find gold. There's gold in the hills.
Just like
gold across America.
Yeah, I had that as Manta. I would love to get my Manta Force back. I'd love to. But when you actually look at the price of getting the complete ships, it's
fortune.
It's a it's a commitment. Now it's like my wife. So
one I got only come with like the pilot. I never actually get, and it come with just random bits.
See, like for me, for collecting, I've got a couple of. There's no rules to collecting, but my rules are quite simple. It cannot put the family out of budget that we can't afford to live.
Right.
And it can never come at the detriment of my child's childhood. I.e., if buying a toy meant that I couldn't take my son out to do something that he would enjoy.
Yeah.
And would be a good memory, then it's not worth getting, because I've had my childhood. It's not fair to steal from his to reminisce about mine, if that makes any sense.
Dave knows the story about this pickup, right? Is it this come in the box?
You have the box.
The box is here. But it wasn't just that was in the box.
Baz, you could probably sell that box towards buying the pieces to complete that ship, because
that box.
I don't know if the camera will pick up, but that was in there as well.
Look, we all need to be hunting up in Scotland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I got another battle cat. This one was in better condition than the one I had for the last 30 odd year.
Very good, baby.
My original one is now sitting on my nephew's shelf, so I've got
cool
the new one.
Nick, your next stage of collecting, when you've got the normal figure.
But you know what the bonus was, though?
Sorry, I couldn't hear who was saying what then. Sorry, apologies. Oh, is that the 90s one?
Yeah, Power of the Force 2. Yep.
Now, see that Simpsons toy you brought up? I can remember the Simpsons coming out over here. And you bought, Mark and Si will remember it. Quick Save? Do you remember Quick Save?
Yeah. Oh,
so we went shopping at Quick Save my mum and dad, 5 kids type. My parents did everything for us. They broke their flipping backs for us. We never went without. And it's amazing how they did it. I mean, I've heard you say about your mum you're amazed what your parents did for you. But we went to Quick Save one day, just on the Saturday shops. Always just go Saturday afternoon. And they had like a bin full of Simpsons toys, all reduced. And of course, 5 kids, my mum and dad said they were cheap enough we could buy a couple each. And we had, oh mate, it was amazing. and I used my Ghostbusters firehouse as the Simpsons house, because that Ghostbusters firehouse was the house for every toy growing up.
Oh, that's great.
There you go, Nick.
Oh, she's back.
Here you go.
Gap.
What's up, dude?
G4.
That's cool. I ran across the well, David and I were hunting at a flea market in Louisville, and I came across the Police Academy precinct, which is the Ghostbusters playset, but just repurposed. And it was like, but they wouldn't. It was not complete, and the gal gave me the old song and dance of, well, it's not mine. Let me, no, he won't come down on the price. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to blow that on.
Did any of you guys see Dave Toypoloy's recent pickup? He bought those Police Academy handcuffs, and they're like actual hands, plastic hands that grip. They're really bizarre.
I got to catch up.
I didn't even know Police Academy did any merchandise until I saw VTR's videos, and then saw them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm watching on a phone screen. I can't really see that. Oh, they are Simpsons. Sorry, I must get my eyes tested or stop watching the dodgy channels.
Normal Simpsons figure, and the one I showed you off is a prototype.
Prototype.
Did you pick those up on your mission to the USA?
Yeah, and once again, if you missed it again, there's Millhouse's dad, or Chrissy, and there's the prototype for him.
That's Peaky when he's 54.
Yes, that's it. Talking about Ghostbusters, an old original Ghostbusters rubber and pad.
Cool.
Now I'll tell you a cool piece of Ghostbusters merchandise that one of my friends has got, and I reckon they're probably rare as rocking horse poo. Years ago in the UK, before the sort of advent of Burger King and McDonald's, there was a Ghostbusters 2 promotion, right?
Yep.
Now, when you got your version of what their Happy Meal was. You got Ghostbusters, whatever you got, but in with it, you got this empty can, and suppose it was a pressurized can, and supposedly, if you opened it by a light, you'd see a ghost escape from it, right? Look these up, they're real. My friend still got one unopened, and I'm like, dude, sell that to me. He's like, do one. But I reckon stuff like that, I mean, that's really niche, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Like, coming across the cans of ectoplasm, and you're like, yeah, $300. And you're like, no, never mind.
Yeah, but it's like some of the things.
Pete's second, like bits and pieces. God, it's gonna be cool.
Oh, is that Skelly God or whatever he's called from the Kevin Smith one?
But you got a variant.
Notice variant, Nick.
What am I looking at? Sorry.
There's a variant. Can you tell the difference?
No, because I spend far too much time on xhamster.com, but I'm looking.
Xhamster.
See where I'm pointing? The crotch piece. These ones.
Where David's fondling.
That's where Peaky is now.
That's a full like purple version. And
right. Version. So one's got a purple bit in his nether region, and one's got a
the
loincloth
one, different color.
All the loincloths are different colors. These thingamabobs are all completely different colors.
See, I swear toy companies that back in the day, different factories all over the world,
running changes.
People's questions.
But I swear toy companies do it now exactly so people buy more.
Yeah. Scuba, I did find out it's like a first release version, the purple.
Okay.
And then when they mass reduced it, it was turned into the black version.
Fascinating. Yeah, we talked about this like all day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So Scuba, when is it you're coming to the UK? Because you said you're coming to Dorset to see me.
And
April. You'll go.
April.
I can't wait.
Yep.
Can't wait. Are you gonna do toy hunting in the UK? Unless you go to Scotland, it's pretty pointless because there's nothing down here because all the Scottish people have got it.
That's not true. Yes, I'll be hunting. Yep. Oh yeah.
Scuba Pete will be one of those lucky Americans that'll go into a charity shop and he'll find a big baggie full of Action Force figures.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing. I'm taking a page out of David's book. You know, like as we travel, I'll just like start ditching clothes, and then Leslie,
I can still hear because I'm on micro.
Leslie will break out the second suitcase for me. You know, yeah. I'm like, I really want a Palatoy Death Star. That is at the tippy top of the list.
Oh, well, there's one here. Anyway, there's one here, so if you can't find one by the time you've gone home, I'm sure Mark will donate his Death Star to you.
Look at me.
It won't be a wasted journey, will it? Hey, Mark.
Shabby's like, yeah, you can bring it home to my house.
It's better than Tez's. Tez's got hamster piss all over his.
Yeah,
this is true.
The hamster one, the special one.
Yeah, he squeezed his hamster.
So Pete,
sir,
Pete, being totally honest with you, right? At the last Echo, I saw a couple of Palatoy Death Stars. One was complete. I can't remember the prices, but after this, have a chat with me. If you have a budget, and it is within budget, in February, I will pick it up for you because I know you'll see me right, and you can pick it up from me, and then you'll definitely get one.
Cool. We'll talk.
Because I don't think you're going to find one in a charity shop.
No, not charity shops. We're talking like legit toy shops.
No,
what I want to.
Leicester Vintage Stores picked one up on their toy show, the first toy show. So Leicester Vintage Stores might have one in stock as well.
Yeah, and I told Joe and Gab that I was going to be popping over, and they were like, "Well, let us know when you're coming because we, may or may not be in the shop depending on if they're coming to the U.S. and all that." And I'm like,
But when you go to Leicester Vintage Toy Shop, make sure you go to the old Palatoy site. There's not a lot.
Oh,
but it would be wrong to not. I mean, the factory's not there anymore. But that history, you got to go because that's where Amcon's held.
Yep. Yeah, Leicester and Colville. Yeah, I want to hit all.
He's peeking still in the background.
Yep.
Yes,
Best thing to do then, I'm going to scoot out and let Peaky back in for the last 20 minutes, half hour with you guys. If you want to see me, maybe next Thursday, I may be doing a Toy Fair live stream. There will be, coming up on the 27th of December, I'll be at the NEC Toy Fair. And if you're talking Star Wars, I will be at Echo Base Live, selling toys as well.
Dave, I will be French kissing you at Echo Base Live. Just know that.
If you want to see some of the stuff I've got already, is the 2005 San Diego Comic Con hologram layer, Cardiff.
Nice.
And it'll be on the big screen, Dave.
And I'm not saying what else, but you need to wait and see. But there you go. I will do long live streams for more bits coming up. So, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to dip out, but let Peaky back in just for like a bit of fun and bits and pieces.
Cool.
Spicer, might speak to you later, if not over the weekend.
No worries, buddy.
Thanks again, guys.
See you, Dave.
Stay safe, keep
nice
well.
To chat to you, mate.
Dave.
You have a good one.
Nice to see you soon, dude.
Good to see you. And yes, Smith Lord, I will let you know so we can hook up.
So, Pete, funnily enough, on that subject, I said to you about the plan of if you come to Dorset, Stonehenge, and all that.
Yeah.
I was actually, I worked late tonight, and I worked with the guy who's got the place I said about looking out. Yeah. It's all in the works, man. You just got to say it. It's all booked for you, brother.
No, we're what we talked about. We're totally doing that. Yep. I just got to give you a better date range.
So you and me are going to be getting pissed up in a British pub, country pub.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Oh, man. Can't wait.
Yeah. That's why I said, celebration, Star Wars Celebration, that's neat that's going on. And we were lucky enough to score 4-day passes for that. But it's more about being flexible and being able to meet up with everybody that I know over there from lockdowns and the big toy community. and maybe that person can only make it on a Friday, and this person can only make it on a Sunday. That's awesome because we can go, we can hang out a little bit. But I'm more excited just to shoot the shit, hang out, hit a pub. That's what's really fun, walking around. Yeah, we're staying at the same hotel as Cy.
Oh yes,
and Boss Bounty and a few others. So
it's gonna be epic because I was chatting to Pete the other night and I said, you need to let me know the date so I can book a hotel in London because I'm not coming to Celebration and get tickets, but I'm coming to see you. And he's like, you live near Stonehenge, don't you? I was like, about an hour. He's like, we'll come and see you. And I was like, my friend's got this really bespoke shepherd's hut thing in Dorset that you can. He's like, we're there.
I told Leslie, and she was like, I don't even care if we go to Stonehenge. And like you said, it's kind of one of those like, vacation, where they're at the Grand Canyon and like, okay, there's Stonehenge. And we've been here for 40 minutes. Okay, time to go.
Oh, I did the security at Stonehenge a couple of times years ago for the summer solstice. And it's horrible to watch because it's literally, they used to let people climb all over the rocks and used to have these really scary hippie types trying to be like, stop ruining it for us or go away. Yeah. You sort of go to Stonehenge, they've got a visitor centre now, and you go, oh, those stones are amazing. Oh, bloody hell, how did they build those? And you go through the visitor centre and you go, right, what should we do? Now we've been here 45 minutes, what should we do with the rest of the day? Yeah, it's literally like that.
And it's the archaeology, the discovery of it, and I like all that. But obviously Dorset and everything else going on around there. Are you kidding? Yeah.
I mean, I live 5 minutes from Lawrence of Arabia's house. Like literally, you can book to tour his old house. It's awesome.
I mean, that's nuts.
If you like that kind of stuff, Pete, there's a place literally just up the road from. Everyone's gone.
It's just us. We've done it, Peaky. We've taken over the live stream. Way to hack in.
Place just up the road from me called Highclere Castle, and they have everything from Tutankhamun's tomb. Because the guy who discovered it lived at Highclere Castle. Yeah.
Oh, that would be. And we're back. Our host is
I
back.
don't know what happened there.
That's all right. Peaky and I held
takeover.
We held the show.
Goes up.
Well, the thing is, Peaky doesn't live far from me at all. The company I work for, our head office, is in his town. And if I have to, I'll drive up and I'll kidnap him and we'll get him drunk in a country pub.
I don't drink.
Yeah, no, you don't get a choice in it. But
I do get a choice. I don't drink alcohol.
All right.
We just make him drink a lot of Cokes and he'll have to go to the bathroom a bunch, which will be hilarious.
We'll just feed him up on Jelly Baby so he gets high off E numbers.
Sugar.
To be honest, Nick, I was just messaging. I was just talking to Miss Detty saying that I do want to come down your way and meet up with you at some point.
Oh, so that's what you've been.
Sorry.
Last half an hour you've been chatting up Miss Detty.
Strangers in the night.
No, I need to know now. Now, do you want to come down because you want to see me because you like me and you value our friendship, or do you just want to come down because you want to try and woo my friend? I mean, I'm not fussed either one, but let's just be honest.
Well, Nick, he's not your mate, Nick. He's only getting around you to get to your mate. You know that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Devil's.
No, I do genuinely want to come down and meet up with you at some point, Nick.
Peaky, without spoiling the illusion, do you have transport to drive?
No, but I can train places.
Oh, stop that. I can drive and pick you up in an hour and a half round trip. Don't do that. I'll just pick you up, mate. It's part of the fun.
I'm quite happy, because I want to
save your money for Panda Pops and Jelly Babies.
I want to go up Scotland to meet up with Baz at some point. I'm literally just going to jump on the plane because it's like an hour plane journey.
Is that right, Chris? Is that right, Chris?
No, I just so happen to have my bed behind me as my background.
It's where all the Lego magic happens.
The thing is,
the Lego magic happened over that direction.
I wouldn't want to go to bed with Peaky because I imagine, some people, you'd worry, look at them and think you'd find crumbs in their bed, but in Peaky's bed, you're going to find loads of Lego bricks. Lego.
No, the Lego happens over in that direction. You might find like a sword from my Megazord in my bed because they're like right above my bed.
Is that what you call it?
Your sword.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what though? That chat we was having before. Now you've got Shabby on. He's the best person to give you dating advice, Chris. He's the best person.
Yeah. I'll start right now by saying, don't make love at a garden gate. Love may be blind, but the neighbours ain't. There you go.
See, I've heard that in his day, Shabby was one with the ladies. So you need to listen to everything he says, Chris.
Well, first of all, you're wrong because it's still going. I don't know about in my day. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, Mr. E, that can be arranged.
I'd like a sword in my... Jesus Christ, she doesn't help the situation, does she?
Just feeding
Could be one of them.
Poor...
His guns.
His guns.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Lego over there.
I don't have a sword, but I've got one.
My God,
just looks...
What is that?
Kill the poor girl.
That's painful looking.
What's that? A skewer for the Barbie?
Something's getting skewered, and it ain't Barbie with that.
Oh, God. He's darker than we think.
No, that's what he uses to say, make my monsters grow.
Last time I saw something like that, I was somewhere I shouldn't have been in Germany.
I mean, I think they had torture devices less dangerous looking in the medieval times. Jesus,
I do also have a lightsaber. So
nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I do have a lightsaber as well, so you know.
That's one thing that's on my list for the end of the year is to buy myself a lightsaber.
Oh, you mean
it's electric? Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
Hey Baz, how many times have you watched Chantel's review of the lightsaber? That's the question I have for you.
After 5.
Yeah.
It is the best lightsaber fucking shot I think I've ever seen.
Chantel, saucy number.
Peaky, don't play with it on camera.
The thing is, Peaky, it's long, but it's a bit thin.
Hey, don't go dissing my saber's girth, okay?
Hey, Shabby.
Oh, nice. Where'd you get that from?
May not have to listen. Girth isn't everything, okay? Sometimes you need a bit of length.
Awesome. She always runs while others walk.
Oh, so
awesome.
Good.
Awesome.
Tom Jones.
A sword, but you can use that safety sensor.
Before I forget, just to say, Shabby, I have not forgotten you. I just need to post it to Sly, but I'm as bad at you as posting things, apparently. Your action man is ready to be sent. I just need to send it.
Oh, take time now, Nick. I've posted Mark's stuff off today. It's sailed off. It's going to
next year, Nick. Next year.
I'll just take your time now, pal, because it's gone.
Next year. Yeah. Well, thank you, man. That's awesome. I haven't had an action man since I was a kid.
How's the postal strike over there, though?
Nightmare.
Yes.
At the risk of upsetting people, no, Nick, don't comment on it. Your views are not welcome here. But anyway, it's not brilliant.
At least they're back to normal tomorrow for at least a week.
Are they?
It's a nightmare, isn't it? It's been an absolute nightmare with it all.
My mate works for Nationwide, and they've literally got every morning when he logs in because he works from home. his boss has just been like, you might as well have the day off. You still get paid for it. We haven't been able to get any because he works in like the bereavement part of it. Yeah. So obviously, like a lot of their stuff comes in by post. He hasn't been able to do anything because of postal strikes. So they're like, we're giving you the day off. You still get paid for it, but there's nothing for you. There's no cases for you to like.
Yeah, because nothing.
That is the problem with probate. Is dead boring. That one was thinking eventually.
It's not just the post, is it? They're all striking, aren't they? It's not just the post. They're all like
it's pretty stiff competition, Nick.
Yeah, there's what nurse strikes, post strikes,
Peter.
It's just been a shame, you know, like Chris had just put on, you know, people are sending through in and out. And all these I mean, I know they're not posting on Christmas Eve, which that's a bad thing. That's a nightmare, like, because that's normally the last day, isn't it? You know, normally.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm going to say is, when you're asking for figures similar to that of nurses, people who have been to university and things and actually saved lives and shit, maybe it's time to take a look at what your expectation is. That's all I'm saying. Obviously I get like train drivers. Have you seen the amount of training that train drivers have to go through? Right, I get if they want a bit extra pay because of the amount of training and like they're basically in charge of a massive machinery. So like, yeah, that's fair enough. But then like the postal people, like a lot of them only work half days.
This is making me laugh this time, right? We've talked about Stonehenge, trains. What's this Nerd Fucking Weekly? Do you know? Okay, now, what's next? Oh, I bought a lovely anorak yesterday. It's beautiful. Oh, really? You know?
Yeah, no, like,
I'm crocheting a beautiful rug.
Times are hard. We can't all just disappear into the sun like you know.
Well, look at me and Scuba in our t-shirts. Well,
I'm sorry, Peaky, but
I've got a blanket. It's -6, and he's there in his shorts and t-shirt. Oh, look at the weather here. Look at it. I'm like,
Peaky, I've got bad news for you, son. I've got bad news. I was just scrolling through the comments, and you said it's not all about girth, and sometimes you need length. There's a comment there from Miss Detty that says girth for the win. Lad, you're going to have to up your game.
I was talking about the lightsaber. I wasn't talking anything to do with me personally.
That's what I was talking about. Why are you taking it to the deep, dark depths of your depraved mind?
Yeah, we're talking about broadswords.
Hey, Shabby, do you not feel like Cilla Black on Blind Date? I do.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
Look, I cannot wait for the wedding, we can fly everyone over. Shabby can come. Shabby, we can register him as a minister. He can conduct the ceremony because I think he would be the
hang on. Is this when Peaky marries Detty?
Yes,
that's it.
Yeah, I'm not coming. I'm not wasting money to come all the way over there for that. Do you know what I mean?
What the hell, Shabby? I thought we were friends.
It's not very nice, Matt.
Okay, so Sty, we'll get you the train down. We'll register you as a minister.
I'll be best man, Chris. I'll be best man, pal. Don't you worry.
Best man.
Yes,
I'm gonna walk Peaky down the aisle and give him away.
Cheers, man.
That's all right, mate. That's all right.
I like the way that Miss Detty gets no say in this whatsoever. You will be getting married to Peaky. Si will be best man.
Well, that just broke my heart, Shabby.
Well, the thing is, no. Hang on a minute, Pete. They start sat there in the jumpers, telling us there's no post, there's no trades, it's freezing. Can't wait to come over.
Mate, right.
By the way, you'll be marooned here for months.
Shabby, you don't understand how cold. It's -3 degrees. Right?
Fucker going to get with t-shirts and fucking shorts on.
It's like 23 degrees.
39 here.
Can you trust a man that wants a pay rise who's prepared to walk around in -3 in shorts? That's
hey, it's my winter wear.
Exactly.
I struggle to drive.
Yeah, me and Scuba we've got thicker t-shirts on.
That's right. Got my winter t-shirt.
So Peaky, what would the theme of the wedding be anyway? That's what I want to know.
Power
Everything
Rangers.
is awesome.
There'd have to be something Power Rangers and Lego related.
Please don't wear spandex down the aisle, mate. Please don't do it.
I know you're the one wearing spandex.
That's fine because I embrace my Fuller figure, not Fuller's figures. I love Connor, but I mean my Fuller figure.
Everyone apart from me and Miss Detty will wear spandex.
Right. So what are you? We're not. What?
Chris, I've just thought the first one. You could come as Lord Zed, and she could come as Rita. You can have that kind of meeting.
I have the helmet.
Are we doing an open bar?
We're going into his fantasy world now. We're going into his fantasy world. Slow down a bit now. He's taking a weird corner. Chris in his helmet.
I do. Hey, sorry, I never said anything about my helmet. I have Lord Zed's.
Peaky, you keep lowering the tone, son.
Well, at least you can say our magic word, Chris. At least you can say, "Make my monster grow."
My Finster's there moulding it in the background. Yeah.
I thought she was supposed to be on this show tonight. How come she's been in the chat all night? Yeah, she hasn't been on the show. I thought she was coming on.
Strange.
She was, but I think the young one was playing up tonight, so she couldn't.
Sure.
Yeah. This is Simon in the restraining order. It says not allowed to share a live stream together. So,
to be fair, Peaky plays up every night. That's not an excuse.
No.
Hope you guys are feeling better, Detty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To be fair,
yeah.
She's had COVID for like the last 11 days. She's been proper poorly with it.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I just say on a serious note as well, to Connor Fuller, that we're all thinking of you this week as well. Everything that's gone on and everything, and I hope you try your best and have a lovely Christmas and stuff. And
yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Good lad, Si.
Same goes for you as well, Chris. Same goes for you as well this time around, pal.
I was just about to say I know full well of what Fuller is going through at this moment. As of Monday, I lost my uncle.
Sorry, man.
So crap time of the year. It's a crap time of the year for it to happen at any point, but this close to Christmas, it's especially. This is one of the reasons why I wasn't going to come on tonight. But I was sat in the chat and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll jump on for a bit.
Good stuff.
Yep. Good to have
my family to yours, Chris, just like Connor. Or, if you ever need us, we're here.
Yeah, cheers.
We can sit here and we can rip piss out of each other and banter and that. But when it boils down to it, any one of you fuckers any one of you can reach out to any of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a serious thing. Anyone ever just call, man? Just message anyone. Don't got to chat, even if you just want to shout at the world. Any of us would be there to listen and take the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark says it himself. There is a community that has been created. For these past 3 years, this community's got stronger and stronger. But I always think within the community that you do have brothers. And if you don't have a laugh and a bit of banter and a bit of a fallout now and again with your brothers, as normal people do, you can't really community.
Discord, Chris, man, we're more like family. We take the piss with each other,
right?
That's what it's all about.
Well, you're all just as dysfunctional as my family. That's why I feel the room. Yeah,
that's what feels right.
No, not me. I'm awesome. Not me. I am awesome.
I gotta say though, Shab, you were rocking the best t-shirt.
It was, don't take anybody for granted and don't say anything if you've got nothing nice to say. Do you know what I mean? And we stick by the rules,
Not me. I fucking hate you all.
Fuck you as well.
Oh man.
But I'm gonna jump off now because I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning when I went to work, and I'm absolutely cream crackered. But before I go, I want to say thank you everyone who has subscribed to me this year. I am now 8 away from 250 subs.
Nice.
So I'm on 242 right now. I'm hoping to reach that 250 by the end of the year because that would be a great way to kick off the new year. And I also hit 25,000 views as well for someone.
That's brilliant, man. That's awesome. That's really good.
The channel's just over a year old as well. So
that's really good, man.
And I'm
well
on
done.
120. I'm on 126 uploads. So 126 uploads and 25,000 views, and only 242 subs. I've done quite well this year.
Yeah.
Mate, you've smashed it. You fucking smashed it, mate.
And if you're having fun,
do you know what? So it's coming up to my 1 year of fully doing YouTube. I used to do YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, and then last year on December 31st, I did one last live stream on Twitch and then just dedicated full time to YouTube. Since I've done that, I now do monthly streams on YouTube where I mainly play games for a couple of hours. But it kind of got my love back into streaming, but I'm not moving back to, I'm solely just going to stream on YouTube because Twitch is a toilet hole now. Twitch is just going down the toilet. It really is.
Like your messages to Daddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
like
they're in the gutter.
I know he said all that then, but he could have just said, "I'm going because I want to catch Miss Detty before she goes to bed."
The thing is, lad, you're burning time. Get on with it. Go chase her. Do what you got to do.
Again, thank you everyone, and
good to see you.
Hopefully, I'll be on Baz's stream before the new year. If not, have a good Christmas and have a good New Year, everyone.
Nice one, Chris.
Happy Christmas.
Don't drink too much because I know I won't be.
I will be.
Like that. But have a good Christmas, man.
Yeah. Peace out, everyone.
Take care, buddy.
See you, Chris.
I love that. Can I just say, guys, I love that little bastard.
Chris is like the little brother you always wanted.
Well, I don't know about always wanted, but he's like the little brother. So
but it's kind of weird that Chris mentioned about his subs. Man, last year at this time, last year on this date, I was on 198, and by Christmas Eve, I was on 200. A year from next Friday, I'm now on. I've actually made another 250 odd subs. I can't believe that anybody wants to sit down and listen to me.
Why?
Of course they do.
Yeah.
What?
The last few months has been weird because it's like I'm grateful that I met all you guys.
Well, I was going to say because you talk like this, but you've been one of the boys since day one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That sexy Scottish brogue.
It's like what Chris says is that we're all here for each other. I mean, last year I was in hospital and then I lost my grandfather.
You did, yeah. I remember. Mm-hmm.
And you guys were all there.
Yep.
Of course we were. That's the way it should be. That's the way it is. You know.
Between you guys and then having the Discord with Chris and that as well, I got to meet a lot of good guys.
Yeah.
We in the Discord, we all collect different stuff. It's meant to be a Power Ranger Discord, but we all collect different things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like between us guys, we've all got that one collection that we're obsessed with, that nobody else kind of hingies.
Yeah.
Like I've always take the piss with myself because I've got a Harley Quinn and a Joker collection that kind of got a little bit out of control. It's still growing.
Know that feeling? Especially them two.
Size like that with Christmas trees.
It's like thanks to Shabby for last year. I think it was last year or the year before when he started picking up the Motu stuff. Now
Yep.
I'm still
Awesome, innit?
I just got Big Bad Toy Store confirmation. Like they gave you the warning that they're going to be fulfilling. What was that? Battle Punch, He-Man,
Thunder Punch,
or Thunder Punch. Sorry, Thunder Punch. I'm trying to think of the other one, but yeah,
King Hiss. King Hiss.
Yes, thank you. The King Hiss.
Mm-hmm.
Doing well that Motu, man, aren't they?
It's awesome.
I can't wait for Snake Mountain.
No, did anyone see Did anyone see Dave Toy Polloy repaint the face of an Origin Skeletor? Like,
yeah,
but he's got about 500 to choose from, and he's got bloody loads of those Skeletors, hasn't he, Dave?
He has that lovely peach cheek.
That's how I ended up meeting him, because I sent him a Skeletor, and the poor bastard's then got rid of me since. I feel sorry for him.
Even Leslie's
excited.
excited.
Mike, I've still got that Monsters in Your Pocket that I found at the beginning of the year that you had. It's still sitting on the shelf. I need to try and get that down to you at some point. It'll be after the New Year because with the strikes up here.
Hey man, there's never a rush on anything. If there's one thing I've learned with all of this stuff is it's
I will try
whether it's in your room or it's in mine.
And I will try and
it'll all get there eventually.
I'll try and pick up these. The next
I love Ultraman.
Did you watch that new show on Netflix, Nick? Loved it.
That kind of do feel like. I don't know if you were on when
Sorry, which ones have I missed? An Ultraman show that I've not watched.
There's two series that are out on Netflix, and it's like a retelling, and it's about. I won't tell you anything, but I've watched both series, and honestly, been fantastic. I've loved it.
I'm completely oblivious because it's like I know, shocker here. I know everyone loved Andor and I didn't, but I didn't know Andor was coming out. I didn't know that. My missus the other day, we sat and we binge watched the new series of Chucky. I'm like, I didn't realize that there was enough. I know nothing. How do I miss this? Why have I got a YouTube channel? Because I'm so off the beat of what's going on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, Nick, get round to watching it. That Ultraman cartoon on Netflix is really good.
It's like an anime style. Is that the anime style one you're talking about?
Yeah, but it's done. You remember Star Wars Resistance? It's done in that sort of style of anime. But I tell you, Nick, it's superb. Really, really good. I loved it.
See, the reason I like Ultraman is my friend's wife. They got married. She moved over from China. She's awesome girl. But she loved Ultraman. I mean, it's Japanese, isn't it? But she loves all her Japanese shows, or I believe it is. But I used to, because she found out I liked Power Rangers, and she's like, "Oh, you must watch this. You must watch this," because obviously all this stuff, its own, where all these shows, like how Super Sentai starts and everything. And I used to watch with her, and she used to like translate stuff for me. And then like the vinyl figures you get, where you've literally got the arm articulation, the twist at the. Got loads of those, and then Dave Toy Ploy gave me a few, and I loved it because I know it was before Power Rangers or before Super Sentai, I guess, but I don't know. I love it. I love that. It's like just
Ultraman.
It's mad.
I've got a knockoff one.
Oh, amazing!
Cool.
What I love about knockoff Ultraman stuff is that Ultraman stuff from its country of origin is not expensive. So the fact that they bootleg a product which is not expensive is brilliant. I just love that. But now I used to watch loads of stuff. My mate's wife showed me loads of amazing stuff like Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that. Watch some really cool things.
Cowboy Bebop.
It was like now talking size language.
Cowboy Bebop was the greatest series manga of all. That anime, I absolutely loved it.
The manga is amazing. The live action is like the first couple of episodes were like, "Oh, this is good," and I went.
Same for me. I watched the first one and I thought, "Oh my god, this is just like Cowboy Bebop." and then that was the only one. It's like Cowboy Bebop.
The first 2 episodes, it's like, oh, this is good, and then it's kind of like it just went downhill straight after it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Ghost in the Shell. They did the live action film. I think I got about 5 minutes, 10 minutes into it, and I was like, nah, you're right. You keep that.
That's what I actually did like. I know a lot of people kicked off with Scarlett Johansson in the role and stuff, but I actually did like the live action Ghost in the Shell. I thought it was quite faithful to it, so I didn't mind that.
Well, perhaps I need to give it a bit more time. I think the problem is when there's something you watch so many times from a kid and you love what it is, and sometimes I could do with being a bit more open-minded to stuff, but in a way, I thought when I watched something, the Andor thing, for instance, rather than kicking off and saying online and I hate it and this and the other, do you know what? It just wasn't for me. So I bowed out and it's done. And I think that's probably what I do with stuff. I watch stuff. If it's not for me, I don't wind myself up about it because I just step away from it, because sometimes it's just easier, because we can't all like the same stuff, can we?
Shabby's watched this, or Scuba, or yourself, but my dad's obsessed with that. Is it Icebreaker?
Oh yeah.
My dad's obsessed with that, man. He's I think he's on like season 2. He's just started it yesterday. It's just like, oh, what's this? And he's like, every time I go and see him, it's like, do you know what this is about? And it's like, I've not seen it, but he's obsessed with it, man. Every night I go to just double check, make sure he's all right, because he's not been. My mum and dad's not keeping well the new year, but I think it's just it was with the cold weather and that. But my dad, he had to take early retirement. He was knackered. So.
What is it about that Icebreaker? What is it? Is it a documentary show or something? Or?
No, it's like a post-apocalypse thing. It's like the whole planet's covered in like 100 and something degrees cold, so they can't survive.
It's like Scotland inside. It's like Scotland.
They try to find this place called Eden that's meant to be inhabitable with other people, but it's just like a train that just like constantly going around the fucking globe, man. It's like different factions in the train, so they try to overrun each other. Is what I've seen so far. It's good. Like it's a bit.
My missus was watching something Twisted the other night, and she tells me, "I got to watch it." You guys might know the name of it, but it was David Tennant, and he was playing a vicar or a priest or something. And it's all I saw was he had some woman trapped captive in a basement, and it was fucking weird. But she's like, "Oh, it's my missus is great. She'll sit down and she'll commit to a series, but I'm really quite impatient. You need to hook me in very quickly, because if you don't, Mr. ADHD here is off doing something else." So there's probably loads of shows that are amazing, but because they've had a bit of a false start, I'm like, oh, no, I'm bored. What's next? I don't think I'll ever change that about me, because it hasn't changed since I was a kid. But it doesn't even need to be explosions. I mean, I'm amazed. I said to someone the other day that TV shows that have been iconic and gone down in history. I loved Breaking Bad, but I found the first half of season 1 so fucking flipping boring, and I'm amazed I got through it. Once it got past that, I loved it. Same for Better Call Saul. I was like, the first season, I was like, you really need to up your game. I'm glad I did hang in there. But
my nephew, he's obsessed with that Wednesday series. I don't know how many times he's watched it.
Great, Wednesday. It's great.
Is
really
it?
Good.
I want to give it a go.
Do you know what I liked about it? And especially when you see the first 2 episodes in, it's proper Tim Burton again. It feels like Tim Burton all over again. And music's by Danny Elfman, and it feels like Tim Burton in the early 90s. It's
like Edward Scissorhands kind of.
Yeah, like that sort of Tim Burton style again. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's funny.
It's funny you say Edward Scissorhands, because I was chatting to a guy at work, and he was on about Wednesday and stuff, and he said very similar. It's very Tim Burton-y and whatever. And Edward Scissorhands was something he brought up, and I said, I tell you what, I wouldn't mind a sort of a 3 or 4 part Edward Scissorhands type series on Netflix, redone for this day and age. And he's like, "Oh no, you can't touch a classic." And I was like, I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to see what someone would do with it now, because obviously you had an hour and a half or 2 hour film, which I saw at the cinema in the 90s. But I'd love to see a bit more to Edward Scissorhands. I don't know if you guys would watch an Edward Scissorhands series if they did one. I think I probably would, provided it wasn't piss boring in the first episode.
Nick, just to go back one for you, I thought I'd jump back on just to say back to the series.
Ooh.
Baz, could you make Dave large for me, because I've got terrible eyesight?
No comment.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it's Bandai.
Oh man, that is sick.
Whoa.
Ultraman.
I know what the series is like.
He's
Dave,
cool.
I don't know why you showed me that, because I'm going to have to look for that now.
What's that go for?
I tell you what I would say about that. It's awesome, but the way they've designed him is it reminds me very much of Iron Man in the MCU films.
And then basically, Chris, if you're on about Ultraman, that's the other versions. He's almost like a robot suit this series. Just brilliant.
No, they're awesome. I like them.
Cool.
That was a Bandai Ultraman exclusive, Japanese Expo exclusive in Japan. It's a clear version. Just pretty one.
Where did you find that?
Japan. I went to a convention in Japan, and that was a convention exclusive in Japan. It's all clear.
That's cool. I dabble a little bit on the channel Tokyo Toy Bastards.
Yeah.
Like, I quite enjoy seeing what that toy hunt scene looks like in Japan.
And basically,
that.
Really randomly, I'm friends with Jeremy from Tokyo Toy Bastard on Facebook. I have no idea why we're friends. I don't even remember it happening.
There you go.
That's the Netflix one in the box. That's the Netflix one, isn't it? In the one that's in the box there.
Yeah. He's almost like a robot suit, but we can't say anything to Nick. Nick, all I pre-warn you, don't expect proper Ultraman.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say. I liked it, but didn't like it at the same time.
Why?
I don't want to say anything because you'll spoil Nick.
I know what you're saying, but it does go on from the Ultraman story.
It does, but I don't want to say anything because I might spoil it for Nick.
Yeah. That's what we'll do, Nick. You get round to watching it. You mean Dave will have
It's completely different from Ultraman altogether. It's still the same storyline, but completely different.
Yeah. After tomorrow, when I finish work tomorrow, that's it until the 3rd of January. Other than having to redecorate the bathroom, which that's what I do for a living, plastering and decorating. That would take a day and a half. The rest of the time, I've got plenty of time to.
Unless you want to spoil it for you, Nick, I don't mind telling why I didn't like it.
Mate, to be honest with you, tell him, because I have got a memory like a stiv. It will not. It won't ruin it for me. I won't remember. And
the reason I didn't like it, and the only reason I hated it, is Ultraman always grows bigger, and he's always the size of a tree. Yeah. He's basically he's Iron Man. He's Iron Man in a suit this time. He's a 6-inch figure. He's a normal human being size, not a big monster like you're used to in the series.
Okay, so it's less of that sort of that style with
the like Iron Man series, not like like the big one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I didn't like it, because of that. I'm used to Ultraman being 12 foot tall, 15 foot tall.
Yeah.
Like a Christmas tree behind size, but not a small little Iron Man figure.
I mean, I'm prepared to give it a go, because
it's a really good series. I'll give you that. It's a really unique, different series. But I said, if you're used to Ultraman, absolutely massive, towering buildings, he's not even like that at all.
So there's none of the Godzilla-esque fights where they're smashing up cardboard buildings and stuff. None of that. No.
But in a way, it's not really needed in this one. Because the villains is
I'll
sort
say
of
it's like that, that's the series. It's like a mix of is
yeah.
the series. It's
I'll definitely give it a go.
I'm used to 12-foot monsters or big little buildings.
The art style in it though is brilliant.
Yeah,
art style is absolutely fantastic.
No, I'll check it out. I've got how many episodes? Is it a long series or can I sit and binge it in a morning?
8 episodes is it? Sorry,
I think it was it 6 or 8 episodes, each one half an hour.
Seasons. Yeah,
2 seasons.
Oh, that's not.
You fly through it.
I'll smash that out in half a day, no problem. I'll smash that out in half a day and get whinged at for not doing something that was left on the blue list.
I mean, you got to let the plaster dry.
So I don't mind. Yeah, there is that. The problem is, like, my wife will often remind me. She's like, "So you go to work and you fix people's houses for them and you build stuff. Why aren't you fixing shit at home?" I'm like, "Because when I get home, I'm tired. I don't want to do it."
That's every wife across the country, Nick.
So I get home and
I want to know.
To me, some days you get home and you're like, "Oh, what have you done today?" We've had a big delivery. We've shifted 1,000 blocks. We've done this. We've done that. We're knackered. We're exhausted. Any chance while you're still in your work here, you could just go and no.
Nick, if you got your cat now, is that a cat channel?
Yep. Oh, she's running for treats. She's like, "Peace out, yo."
Yes, yeah.
Boys, I'm going to have to go. So I'll see you all soon.
It's all right, Shabby. I'm just about tinging up the stream anyway, so we've been
all right.
It's dinner time.
Dinner time. See you later on, fellas.
See you, Shabby.
Peanut butter jelly time.
What, David?
I'm asking Pete what you got for his dinner then, because you just said his dinner time.
I think I'm taking the lovely. I'm taking the lovely Leslie out for a date night dinner.
No, that's what I was gonna do.
Oh well, I'll just order a pizza. But you guys go have fun.
I'll see you in a bit.
See you, dude.
Oh, gentlemen. So, I'm sorry to do this, but yeah, if anyone gets the opportunity on Wednesday, if they fancy it, I know we said earlier, but me and Si, we'll be about.
Normally, Nick, before we go anyway, we say, do you want to plug your channel, anything coming up for the next 2 weeks over Christmas, New Year? Go for it, dude. So if you got, what's your channel called again?
Action Pop Dad.
Yeah.
And it's basically me pouting at the camera for 10 minutes at a time. No, it's not. That's not what it's about. Yeah, it's a little bit. No, we do toy stuff and pop culture, but leaned into live streams a bit recently because life is hectic this time of year, and actually producing a video has been quite difficult. So we've got a Christmas live stream coming up. Si's on, Miss Daddy's on, Kim Gonnick's on. As I said earlier, there'll be some other.
All you need is Pete Arrow, and you got the full house. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's potentially some other guests, but we won't know until sort of 0 hour.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be a laugh. I'm going to be sat there, half cut, doing a quiz with my mates, hopefully with any of you guys in the chat, having a good bit of banter and a Christmas laugh. That's what it's all about. We've all worked hard all year, and it's time to kick back and say, "Sod it, let's have a laugh." And you can all sit. And if you don't find my jokes and my banter funny, you can all laugh at me, because quite frankly, I'd laugh at me too. Yeah.
John too.
Thanks, Nick. Anyway, good luck anyway.
No, thank you.
Scuba?
You can always find me at Chasing 80s Toys. We'll have our second Christmas special coming out soon. We've filmed it. It's been edited. It's ready to go.
I know, Si, come on. I know you're getting more into live streams, so come on, what you got coming up, Si?
On Saturday, Sunday, me and Chris are doing our Batman live stream, which will be on Shabby's channel, and then I'll be on Nick's on the that'll be my next one, and then I'll be officially retiring from live streams after that.
No, you're not, because I've got one planned for January, mate, and I've already penciled you in, although you don't know. So
I'll be officially retired. Christmas 2023. That's me officially retiring from the YouTube live streams.
Yeah, right.
Christmas 2023. Think of what you just said. It's Christmas 2022. We got another year out of you yet, mate.
It's me done.
Okay. I've got possibly a live stream for a Toy Fair special next Thursday. I may be on Baz's channel next Friday doing the Christmas special. If you want to meet me in person, I'll be at the NEC Toy Fair on the 27th of December.
NEC.
The guy next to me, I ain't got a clue who he is. But yeah, I'm still releasing videos 2-3 times a day. Good luck. Thank you very much. PK, where can we find you? Come on.
You can find Big Carol in Miss Detty's DMs.
And the STI clinic
here on YouTube as the Peaky Arrow Productions, where I now do weekly live streams. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be streaming 11 a.m. UK time. I'm going to be doing a game probably for about an hour, 2 hours. And then I will be probably finishing up the Megazord collection between now and New Year. I've got 4 videos left, and then I'll start 2 new Power Ranger series in the new year, which one will be Morphers and the other one will be the weapons that I have. Also in the new year, the Peaky Reacts will be coming back, where I react to like clip compilations and stuff like that. Trailer reactions will most likely make a return, as well as hopefully doing more food experiment videos once I buy a drinks carbonizer. I want to get one of the freeze dryer things where you can like freeze fast food.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get a candy floss maker and see what I can turn into candy floss as well.
Sugar, generally.
Yeah, but like, you know, can I turn like, you know, a milkshake into milkshake flavored candy floss and stuff like that?
Because you'll be putting your so yes, I'll say yes, you could for a milkshake, yeah.
So
putting your own spin
at work,
on it.
We sell candy floss machines, so I will most likely be getting stuff like that from work.
Cool.
And with the clip compilations, I will be releasing a Google Sheet document where people can submit videos they want me to react to as well. So a little bit more community-based videos as well. And I'll be setting up a Discord as well in the new year. I've been working on it for about 3 weeks now. Still not where I want it to be. So I'm going to release it in the new year so then I can interact with my community a little bit more. And, you know, if they have any ideas for a video, then I can obviously take feedback.
Perfect wedding for Peaky and Detty.
Peaky, could you do me a favour before you sign off?
What's up?
In your best Rita Repulsa voice, could you say "Magic wand, make my monster grow"?
No.
Magic wand, make my monster grow. There you go.
Hang on. I'll do you better. I'll do you one better.
He's going to do it in Lord Zed voice.
El Tendo.
Before that. Howdy. LD. Come on in, Baz. Where can we find you before Lord Zed comes on?
I'll wait till he finishes.
Okay.
Magic wand, make my monster grow.
Oh fuck! I've seen it all now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Miss Detty, she's in for the time of her life, isn't she?
How often do you polish your helmet, Peaky?
Huh?
Oh, God.
Oh, I think the Punisher's having a epileptic fit, but
No, basically, the guy just held 10 days. Just come in the chat. That's the figure he gave me in America. I swapped.
But yeah,
Okay.
if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm 8 away from 250, and it'd be a brilliant way to end this year of hitting that goal. So.
Well, you said you wanted 500 to get a tattoo, so we're going 500.
Yeah, well, no one. You didn't get me to. People didn't get me to 500, so no tattoo.
I've only got 3 subscribers, Peaky. You're fine, mate.
That'll be a goal. That'll be a goal for next year.
There you go.
Well, come and join myself, Dave, Shanti, and Josh next Friday at 10 o'clock UK time. We're going to have a Christmas special.
Cool.
Oh, I'll pop in there, yeah.
Definitely.
La, 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 la.
And hopefully in the next couple of days, I should have a mystery box coming.
What is Peaky doing? Sorry. Apologies.
He looks drunk to me, Nick. You know when he says to get decent drink?
Making selfies for Detty. That's his
Yeah, he's
selfie
making
thing.
googly eyes.
I know there's a couple items in this box. I know what I'm getting, but there is some mystery items in there that I don't know what's in them. So you'll just have to wait and see what. If I do a video, I might do a live stream. I don't know. I've not decided yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
I look forward to it, Baz, because
thanks for
I
having
love
us
your
on.
stuff.
Yeah,
no, thank you. Thank you very much.
We've really gone over now. We're nearly half an hour over. We're on the right over.
Next year, at some point,
last time Scuba Pete came on, we went 2.5 hours anyway, so Scuba Pete's 2.5 hours. Because sometimes Scuba Pete chats that long and get that much showing up in Scuba Pete. We just keep going and going until Scuba Pete says he needs to take for dinner, or she comes down the stairs like, "Come on, we're going for dinner."
Scuba Pete is the sexiest man on YouTube.
You're too much.
Oh no, Scuba! I tell you what, mate. There's a reason I always say you're a beautiful man.
Wow.
I'm gonna block myself out with 2 toys. So, good night, guys.
All right.
Catch you all later.
See you, everybody.
See you guys.